The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
1, 2, 3, Rain, talk to me. We're gonna hit a beat and talk about my Eve. Everybody don't know what I say.
God.
I'm gonna do a beat.
Make it
Why,
stop.
Rain?
It's
Why?
time to stop.
Why did you do this?
There you go.
Rock, paper, scissors, right? We don't want Eve to be as simple as shut the fuck up, Seto!
Floods of like memes, and these small gangers are like, "We're the elite of the elite. Do not fuck with us. We will kill you. We are the best players ever." It's like, dude, I did your shit. I did it better than you did, and it's like, yeah.
You know what this conversation is like? When I say not enough supers die in Delve, and people tell me, "Oh, look, there's a super died in Delve." So it's like when
What
I'm
are
talking
you
about
even
the balance
talking
issue.
about? We were talking about fucking balance, not supers
Yeah.
dying in Delph.
Look,
Why
look,
does
look, look,
everything with you have to be about supers fucking dying in
Shut
Delph?
up! Shut up!
Christ.
It's an analogy, moron. It's an analogy. Okay?
You guys stop arguing. You act like a fucking married couple. Jesus Christ.
No, don't stop arguing.
It's an
Well, it
analogy.
is Trash Talk Tuesday.
I was like,
Hello, everybody. I am welcoming you to the stream. Sorry, it's going to be a little bit shaky because I'm currently watching a fight between a Reef and a Procurer. It looks like I'm actually going to put that on stream here. We've got
Dynamic PvP, dude.
We've got extra squishies POV. He's actually fighting Rain on live on Twitch TV right now. So I hope she doesn't mind that I put this on stream because I'm definitely gonna. I'm gonna do it without doxing myself. No, it's okay. I'm just gonna put Rain's POV on the stream, and then we're gonna once we're done with this, we're gonna commentate on this fight real quick, and see kind of how we go.
Discord, are you guys watching the large fight on Go? Or?
What large fight?
We're watching a different
large fight. We're watching the only fight that matters right now.
Is there a war fight?
We're watching a Reef.
5C, I think it is right now.
5C. No, I'm not there.
Over.
We're watching a Reef and a Procure fight to the death.
Oh no. We've been discovered in chat.
Villa,
How
what's
exciting.
the
It is
what's
kind
the
of
full
exciting.
name of that system?
5-tech
5-tech
C
Charlie something.
QEA, something like that.
5 Coda, yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Good
5. Yeah.
Is this an init thing going on now?
That's in Delve, so I'll get over there and see what's what.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'll burn over there.
But anyway, so we're watching Rain and
Yeah,
we're
yeah, I'm aware
watching
that they
Extra
moved, dude.
Squishy fighting right now. Squishy's in a Reef, and apparently that's it's a super tanky Reef, extra strong, extra beefy.
The opposite of extra squishy.
Extra intelligent.
Exactly. I'm glad someone got the.
Oh, you know what?
Extra beef.
After all these years.
That's
After all these
interesting.
years, we
Oh,
finally
she
figured out
ended
why
it.
he named his.
She
She didn't end it. I ended
she
it.
just hosted.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Pepe hands in the chat.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, cool. So we'll just go
Infinite.
back to the regular stream, and here we are. Sorry about that. All right. Hey, Rain, how's it going? We were broadcasting your adventures in PvP.
Cure, not a venture.
Nice one. All right. Well, anyways, welcome everybody to Trash Talk Tuesday. My name is Redline13. I'm your host for this evening, of course, joined by our lovely guests and their Christmas sweaters. We've also got a couple special guests tonight that don't have portraits because they didn't have time. We've got Pranav. I said that right, Daddy?
Yeah, you got it right. Yep.
Great. You'll see his name pop up as Daddy because that's apparently how this works. And then we've also got Extra Squishy. They are most known for somehow getting blacklisted from Pandemic Horde.
I'm just CapF, dude. I'm not blacklisted from.
Oh, CapF, not Horde, just CapF. Got it. Okay. So, recently, you guys have been involved in quite a bit of Reddit drama. drama in general. Want to kind of go over some of that and tell me what the fuck's going on? What's happening,
Sure.
Pranav?
Sure. The short TLDR is we ended up taking a filament roam into test space, and I had been under the assumption that I was fine shooting test outside of Delph. So we racked up a few kills. I, for the meme, kind of docked up in a test keep star, refitted a point to my stabber, and while we were camping one of the ANSIs, we see a Marshal jump to a beacon right above the fucking keep. So we're like, oh shit, this guy's gonna need to die. So we all warp to the beacon. The dude just sits there AFK for like, honestly, almost like 30 seconds that it takes us to get to the beacon, then burn over to him. We kill him, and I get a purge within like the hour of the kill mail happening. Decide, let's make a meme kind of video, like how Squishy did when he left in it. Put it on Reddit.
Left in it, dude.
Yeah, left in it, quote unquote. Put it on
I
Reddit.
do have to interject here.
Go
Yeah, you
ahead.
didn't just kill one fucking Marshal. You have to scroll down to see all the kills he was on, but yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's basically the summary, dude.
So it was
Then,
a bunch of kills and a Marshal, and then just instant blacklist.
Yeah, then I made the meme video because I'm like, oh, this could be, good for some chuckles. Put it on Reddit, put it on YouTube like I usually do. Go to bed, think, yeah, this will be fine. Wake up the next morning, I see a couple hundred upvotes, like hundreds of DMs. I'm like, oh fuck, something happened.
Right. So you had that thread within the day that it was posted had 360 some comments on it.
Yeah,
Just
something fucking ridiculous.
people all throughout the comment section just like, I stand with Pranav, or fuck that guy, he deserved it. And everybody was just like going at it about you. How did that make you feel?
I was I was pretty surprised. Like I like the dudes who obviously said the guy deserved it. Like, come on, you jump a Marshal to a beacon and then you go AFK. Like, you deserve to lose the fucking ship. I did clarify in like a second post, like the next day, because of all the shit that was being sent my way. I'm like, hey, listen, I know I deserve to get purged, but not for the Marshal kill, for all the other stuff I did.
Wait, what
So
other stuff did you?
What else did you do?
Oh, he killed like a ton of guys in Esoteria.
Well, that wasn't really the one that did it either, because like I could have been let off with like potentially a warning for like the Marshal and like all the test kills. Like, yeah, that's retarded. But the thing that did it is I docked up in a test keep star. Right.
Oh god, yeah. Okay.
After killing test, you dock in their keep. Well, good night, guys.
Yeah, so like this was actually my fleet, and we run ESS stabbers that just have afterburners, invulns, and like double shit extenders. And we didn't have any tackle, so I was like, "Oh, Pranav, can you dock here and just refit a point?" And
It was memey enough that I'm like, fuck it, let's go. I'll deal with the consequences.
So what you're saying is all I need to do to get massive amounts of attention on Reddit is join Horde and then AWOC's test.
Apparently that's it.
Well,
that's exactly what you should do.
Well,
A recipe for success.
You
Excellent.
gotta make a YouTube
Alright.
and Reddit post that like is apparently incendiary enough to fucking cause a shitstorm.
Yeah. So not only did you make your original post, but then you made a follow-up post, like a post about your post, and then somebody else completely unrelated made a like my side of this guy's story post as well.
See,
Oh
the one
boy.
today, thankfully, didn't get any traction, so I didn't get like any more fucking drama sent my way. The one yesterday, though, where because I initially didn't want to make like a second post for like a couple days, wait for things to kind of like maybe cool down a bit, and then somebody leaked from the old Crusader Beans Discord, like Jax's pings about Horde not allowing third-party discords, and the shit just hit the fucking fan again about the SIG being closed down. I'm like, oh god.
God, Jesus.
So
my ganking SIG essentially got roped into the second round of fucking drama, which is delightful.
Would you
Of
consider
course.
yourself a Reddit pioneer, Pranav?
I feel like there's been more shit, like bigger shit than what I've done.
I don't
like
think you can call him a pioneer because he copied my post.
True, yeah. I literally parodied his video. Same
If you
fucking
watch
music and
my
everything.
Today I Got Kicked from Init video, it's very similar.
Uses the same
So-
fucking music
so-
as well.
Well, did
And-
you expect an AWOC
gonna
to
watch that.
actually be able to make his own Reddit post and stuff too? Like, come on, dude.
And I'm
Yes,
gonna.
if you
I
if
am-
you AWOC someone to get kicked, please make a "Today I got kicked from." That needs to be
Excellent.
a meme. That needs to be
So,
like a
so I have
platform, dude.
I have to say a little bit, like, a lot of the people in that Reddit thread were like calling out how fucked up it was that, Horde was trying to tell their members what to do and all this and that. And then, like, the same thing happened to you in INIT, right? Like, except yours was just a target painter. You just target painted
Yeah.
something that was already dead
So
anyways.
okay, do I need to? Oh, God, I keep
No,
forgetting
you,
to tell
I
this
it
story. It's fine. No, I'll tell it. Okay, so I was a piece of shit.
okay.
Back when I was in it, I was like super poor, like in game, and I like stole some loot, thinking I could get away with it. Didn't get away with it. Gave it back to Pando, and that was like the first thing I did. Then
Okay.
I joined a Bombers Bar fleet, and there was a rock that was self-destructing that was blue. I don't even think the alliance that the guy was in even exists anymore. And I like hold on it with like a missile damp or something like that, sensor damp. And yeah, people basically told me, from my point of view, because I was still on the bomber fleet. Apparently, in the background, they were trying to sort it out, like without informing me, they were sorting it out.
Oh,
And
nice.
they
That's
was
always
like,
good.
but what from my, yeah, but from my point of view, they said pay for the Rourke or you get kicked. And I was like, well, I'm not paying for a bloody Rourke, so fuck that. Guess I'm kicked then. And so I just kind of accepted that and kind of sparked out a bit on the Reddit, or the Discord.
Yeah, which
And
then
I was like,
translated
okay,
into
I guess
Spurg on the Reddit, and it was
Yeah.
everywhere, right?
I was like, I guess I'm out, dude. Like, I guess I'm leaving in it then. So as I was like self-destructing battleship hulls that I had insured in like J5A, I was like slowly killing them with my I had them locked up with the fort because the cop I was in had like manning rights to the fort there, and then this dude in a carry-on docks, and I'm like, this could be fun. So I convert him, asking him if he'll like kill my Megaphone, which he
Oh,
obliges to, locks up my Megaphone. I then point him with the Megaphone and murder him with the fort. And then I'm like, alright, that's enough for me, dude. Time to drop corp before I cause anything else to happen, dude. And then, yeah, I made a dumb video.
Was it worth it?
That's, yeah. I mean, I guess. I don't really know, dude, because I don't know what would happen if I'd have stayed.
Fair enough.
yeah, I mean, who does?
I would do it again because it was funny. Like killing a dude with a fort is pretty
I'll kill that
hilarious.
Marshal every time, dude.
Rain, if you do this, I'm gonna unfollow your Twitch.
Oh.
Oh, is she killing you, dude?
Redline.
What?
She just jammed me, dude.
Redline. We should probably introduce everyone and get the show moving
Kill
on.
him. No. Kill him. Let's start with there. Let's
The
start there. Kill him.
show is
I don't think
going.
I can
this
kill
is the
him.
show.
You can
We're-
eventually.
I thought we
He
were
only has
introduced everybody.
he
Oh,
has
we don't have to
200. He has
introduce
200
everybody.
cap boosters, right?
Okay.
Just go for it.
All right. So as you guys can see, everybody on the screen, not everybody is here, but I'll be honest with you, I put some Christmas sweaters on everybody, and I think they're pretty fitting for everybody. So you can go ahead and put in the chat which one you think is your favorite. I know LB likes Loki's.
Such a
Because
good dad.
it says pitter patter, let's get at her, which makes sense to me.
Dude, mine is fucking sick. I'm just gonna say, Letterkenny's amazing.
I hope Villy likes his. It's the only one I found that
That's
had a
the best
dinosaur.
one. That's the best
But
one.
apparently there was a fight just now in like 5 Tac C, and it looks like the boys in blue won because I don't see any goons on the field and I see a bunch of wrecks.
There are Cerberuses. I'm literally looking at a Cerberus fleet. Like
Uh-huh.
off the friendly Lytara red system.
The friendly Ritaru?
There is a Horde Rytara in system.
Is
and
it
there is a
anchoring?
Cerberus fleet. No, it's reinforced. It gets a 22-hour hull timer left.
Okay.
So anyways,
well, I'm gonna warp
there's
to it.
2 Cerberus fleets. Yeah, I'm here in a pod. I was actually gonna try to gun it, but I don't have rights anymore.
I probably do. So I see so Serbs, bombers, and fun stuff. That's no such
600
conflicts.
people
Let's go
local.
back to this story again. So Pranav, who was like, let's blacklist him? Like, do you know who led that charge? Was it somebody in test or was it just somebody in CapF? Like, did somebody have it out for you? or what?
I don't know if it was anywhere from the test side. Like the only time like I knew it happened, like I went on to the CapF Discord and I saw like all my roles for Unit. I'm like, oh, here we go, it's beginning. So then I went into the Horde one. Because of the groups I was in, I had access to like the channel. It's called like AWOX and bullshit. I see Chasa put Pranav needs to get blacklisted. Link in the fucking Marshall kill. I'm like, ah, here we go. Gotta grab what screenshots I can for a fucking meme video before I get out. So
Yeah. Because I want to, like, whenever Villy is done fighting with this fleet or whatever, if they're even fighting anymore, like, there's nobody fighting right now. The Serbs are in a Keepstar. But anyways, I want to see if anybody actually, like, really cared about that. Because, I mean, it's kind of chump change, right?
I feel like it should be, only because like throughout the whole fucking realm, people were like bitching in local, dude, we're blue. And at the end, we fought in a ESS and DTEC P, and the only reason we killed like this phantasm at the end is because he forgot he didn't target my stabber because I was blue to him, and I'm like, oh, rest in peace, man.
Doesn't show up on the overview, dude.
So
Yeah,
I
they
thought
show
you
up- they
guys
show
were
up-
neutral.
You
So
guys were
they-
neutral though, weren't you?
They show up as neutral to me. I guess I showed up as blue to them? Question mark. Like I'm not completely clear on that.
The theory was at the beginning of the war, Horde has a shitload of spies in it. Everyone knows this.
Obviously.
What?
Wait,
Wait,
Horde
has spies. Oh my god.
Right.
I need to take a note of this, dude.
So it was necessary for Horde to be neutral, especially like for them to show up in local as neutral in our home space, because people will try and do quick shit like that. However, recently it was made so that Horde would be light blue because it just started causing so many. I mean, Voltron are very Nubro friendly. Let me put it that way. So we kept shooting Horde, and that was a problem. So Horde got set light blue. So that's why you weren't on that guy's over.
Ah, I thought okay, that makes a lot of sense. 'Cause
Yeah,
I thought we were neutral to each other. That's why I'm like, oh, okay, we were allowed to go like yeet them, like as long as it's not outside of Delph.
I was in like test like 2 months ago. Horde was like neutral to us, but I just set them blue. It was
That's another
easier
thing that
not
happens,
having to
yeah.
deal with like neutrals popping in all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Plus 180 in a system, and like, oh wait, it's just Horde. Never mind.
The biggest like clusterfuck about it, I think, is the fact that like everybody says like, oh, there's an argument. Like everybody says like, no, we're allowed to shoot only in Delph, or no, we're allowed to shoot outside of Delph as well. Like no one can like get a clear, concise description. Maybe at like the beginning of the war, it was described a bit more accurate, but it's been like what 7 months now. Like things get lost in translation. I'm like, oh, okay. So I was operating on the assumption like, okay, as long as it's not in Delph, I can shoot test anywhere else. Like it doesn't really matter.
That's
also-
what we were told as well.
There's also
Yeah,
the
'cause-
line of thinking, like if you're losing a blobs, dude, like you've done something horribly wrong, right? Like,
Well, dude,
like,
the guy
even
was
under
He jumped on a beacon.
He jumped to the beacon and then just sat there until his invuln broke.
Right. So what I'm saying is like
Yeah,
even
like, you
under
push-
even under like the best conditions, you losing a blobs is fucking dog shit, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Let alone let's go AFK off of a beacon or just sit there and watch. Like I don't know what the fuck the guy was thinking. Obviously, right?
We were slow to warp to him. I'm the only one with a point. I landed like near
Afterburners?
the fucking end. Like,
Clearly,
He got bumped by afterburners, dude.
clearly, I think maybe there needs to be a little clarification on that for at least one side of that alliance dynamic thing, because like if everyone's saying, oh well, we thought it was this way, and then you're getting kicked. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and defend you, but at the same time, it's like I don't know, dude. Like, how much damage did you do? Did you do like a meaningful amount of damage?
like 9% at best, I think.
Dude, the guy got like
1%,
alpha, like no one did.
So we can say he was gonna die either way, correct?
Yes.
Oh,
So
yes.
it's
Well,
basically
I
the
would not have
squishy
saved him.
situation, right?
In theory, he could have warped off if the point wasn't there, but he was AFK as shit.
No.
Like he was.
He
so
And
died
also-
in 3 seconds.
Did he
Unless
not
has,
have an
like, 4
MJD?
stars. He did. He got.
did.
Dude, if you watch the video, that's real time. He died in 3 seconds.
How
There's
was
no
he
way a
fit?
battleship's warping off in 3 seconds. was
So
like
by the
a
way, I am
single
going
in
to
A-type with a XL cluster.
I'm gonna put on the screen the current little brawl that's happening in 5 Tac C, just because it's kind of fun to watch it happen. It's Eagles versus Serbs, which is if you aren't familiar with kind of how that works, they're both super long range. Eagles are tanky, but Serbs are fast. They essentially speed tank everything. So they do struggle just a little bit because of the tracking at long ranges. Just so you're aware. But
Wait, so this is like America
mean,
versus
Ser-
Russia.
the Serbs are going to struggle too because they're going to have to keep max range, and by the time the missiles actually land, that dude's going to be getting wrapped, and probably their ADCs will be going. Even if they're trying to kill Bassies or Semis, I don't think that's going to go super duper well for the Serbs. The problem with Serbs is like they're fine. It's just that like in an even number fight like this, even at long range, like when they're against two long range doctrines like this, like I don't see the Serbs being able to break through the Eagles unless the Eagles are already at a serious disadvantage.
They're
The
getting broken
travel
through pretty
time
heavily,
sucks.
and it looks like there was triage on grid. Looks like it's warping off. Might be pinging up. Oh yeah, okay.
What about the fight in Amamake? What the fuck?
Dude, I'm about to run out of charges, dude. It's gonna be
We're
fucking over
broadcasting
pretty
this
soon.
one. So the thing about the Eagle versus Serb is that I believe the Eagle has a longer range than a Serb, just in general, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it
So
depends on links very
Links and
heavily.
skills, yeah.
So
And it
the Eagles
depends
will
on
be
how the
constantly
Eagles
trying
land.
to run away from the Serbs, but the Serbs are going to be constantly trying to run away from the Eagles, like stay at max range and everything. And it's
gonna
very
come down to a
strange.
warp in.
I mean, what you need to do is what you need to do with the Eagles is just get them long enough, like far enough away that you can just probe them down and get real close, and then just get to within javelin range and start like destroying their logi. And if you do this a couple of times, like you're gonna cripple the Serb fleet. I don't think they're gonna be able to pin them down unless they have a shitload of
Sure, you
tackle.
gonna be mad if I warp?
Well, you're about to kill me, so
I'm in
So-
structure.
That's bait.
I've got
Get
no
'em.
campus.
Just get him,
That's
dude.
such
No cap.
bait.
I'm gonna say Squishy might be baiting Rain, but
I'm not. I've literally got. You ran away.
Oh my god.
I like my
So
procurer.
it looks like this Eagle. Sorry, I'm entranced by battle. Kind of, not really.
It does look cool.
So
Looking at it from a
you
third
guys,
perspective.
right? So you guys are fighting in one of the new ice sites, right? Rain?
She ran away. I won. And I'm
Okay.
screen sharing to prove to you that I don't have any camp boosters left.
One minute, I want to see this.
That's a lot.
I'm in structure. Okay.
Fuck, dude, that's structure tank.
overheat the drones.
Oh dear God.
All right. So, anyways, Rain, I know that recently we published a guide on the New Eden Post website about the new Winter Nexus event
Mhm.
and everything that kind of goes into it. I'm gonna link that in chat. Can you give us just like a brief overview of like what the deal is while we watch what's happening here on stream?
Yeah, so the Winter Nexus event is the I would say the annual event that CCP does always around Christmas time. This one carries the same themes from last year, so throwing snowballs at capsuleers and NPCs, but now they've incorporated the volatile ice storms, which are their own unique metaliminal storms, into the game. So we also have a tool that tracks it, as well as Signal Cartel or Eve Scout has one as well. So within these ice storms, I would call them event sites spawn. So you have the ice mining ones, which are a gated, I don't know, a gated site within your probe scanner. So you warp to them, take the gate, and you can only have like haulers or ore ships that go in. Roracles are not allowed, sadly. And then you have the combat sites. Yeah. Well, not haulers. What are the industrials? That's what they are. Not haulers, industrials. So then, but then the other one is the combat sites, which again are gated, but you can bring ships in to fight against rats. The rats are Sancha in particular, and they're relatively smart, so they'll warp around if you try to kite them, and then they also aggro drones. And then the last site are cosmic signatures, so probing sites. So you have to actually scan them down and go in and stop. Sorry, my cat. And then you have to go in and hack a data site or a data can, and that gives you all the loot. So they have a variety. As part of it as well, you can earn points overall with challenges, and you'll get skins that way. And then they also have what they call the chilling spree. So throw a snowball at a capsuleer or a station or a player, and you get points for that or bonuses for that, like SP And then I think they also have like what they're calling trinkets. So just little, they're kind of worthless items, but they're
Trinkets.
collectible items within the game. Yeah.
And so only industrials can go into sites, like only things that can actually mine or carry or
Yeah.
So has there been some fun PvP that you guys have been involved in? I mean, aside from obviously the most engaging fight I've ever witnessed. Ah.
Dude, you can tell the excitement in his voice. Jeez.
It was very exciting, yes.
Me.
Oh, go on.
I'll let you go first. Okay. Me and Pranav figured out a way because obviously you can only get certain ships in, but we figured out you can get ventures in. So the other day on stream, we actually took like I think it was 6 ventures and suicide ganked the Coveter in high sec, which was pretty funny. I don't think he
Nice.
was expecting that.
And just all of a sudden, oh, I'm dead.
did
All
you-
smart bombing ventures, by the way.
Did you make Pranav like join the guy's corp first?
Oh jeez, dude. No, because then he would have been blue and not neutral. Then
True. He has to be blue troll
you're
for
not
me.
listening.
I mean, obviously Squishy and I just had a pretty intense 1v1 because we're both fit for PvP. But earlier today, so I mined in Amamake, which is, the PvP central of low sec. But I was sitting there and another procurer warped in and I was like hyped up, like thinking he was gonna try and gank me. The dude just slow boated to like another asteroid and started mining. Like, didn't even do anything. Didn't try to fight me, didn't lock me, didn't put out drones, he just minded his own
Just
business.
wanted his rewards, dude. Just wanted to get his
Yeah.
rewards and get out.
Maybe that's what I should do. Show up to Amamake with like 20 fucking battle procs and just a drone buddy them.
No one's gonna punch
That
you,
would
bro.
be that would be
work.
Oh shit, I actually have a stream that I can capture this on without ruining everything else. Cool. I'm sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I mean, so far I haven't really done many of the sites. We killed a couple of people running the sites, but the battleship is terrifying. Like, if you're not properly tanked, you'll die to that thing. Like, we took like 10 condors in to kill a Deimos, and because rat AI, how it works is like anyone that's putting E-War on someone just gets immediately targeted. So we tackled this Deimos and was slowly killing him as the rat was just slowly one-shotting all our condors off the grid. It was depressing.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not to be.
I saw a video that I believe it was Hateless posted. It was like a clip, a highlight of his stream where he was doing one of those sites and like a bunch of battle industrials like battle procurers and porpoise came in, as well as like prospects and stuff, and tried to kill him. And then he literally used the rats to kill the porpoise, and it essentially just scared everybody off. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen on a stream. Even crazier than the time Riot Rick jumped me in low sec with a bunch of Black Ops shit. Hated that shit.
Sounds like fun.
It wasn't fun. So these events, these are going on until the 5th of January, right?
Yep. Yep.
Cool.
So there's some things are limited. So there's like a login event going on. I think you have 26 days to do that. Actually, that might be the same time. But then some of the other stuff, like the trinkets,
Yeah.
the daily trinkets are only per day. So if you don't get it that day, you either have to buy it off the market or get it from a friend. But yeah, there's plenty of time for folks who are able to go see their families, spend time with friends, or just like play other games like Cyberpunk for these to be able to complete everything here.
Are those eagles and Serbs in brawling range now? I can't really tell.
No, they're not.
Or at least it looks like from my perspective.
The so they're
Oh,
both
Sino.
back stream from each other. Yeah, they're signing out the triage. So I don't know if this means that that they're gonna put triage, they're gonna bring different triage in for the Eagles, or if they're just gonna keep triage out and try to duke it out. If it were me, I would bring more triage in, just positioned better. But if they do, the fight's just gonna, oh, nope, they're warping off. Oh, they're just pinging. Okay. So this up here,
Like-
this is the Legacy fleet, and this is the Horde fleet.
We could also be repositioning those triage because there's nowhere for them to safely go in this system, so they're gonna have to jump them out, then jump them back. But luckily, this isn't incredibly far away.
Yeah, I mean it's within jump range of T5Z.
Yeah, it's not too far.
Just got defensive bubbles going up now. They should try to get some dude like a Inti on the other side.
They
of
about
those
need
bubbles,
and
but
to warp at like 100 or something like that.
And the problem again, Cerberuses are super fast and agile, so they'll just kite you out of the triage range. Or I'm not even sure what the objective here is. Like, they might just be going for a fight.
Yeah, it's on a gate, it looks like, so.
Yeah, it's on a gate.
Like the Eagles have triage. Is that
They're
what we're saying?
probably protecting toasters.
Maybe. Are there any active timers? Yeah, I think they're defending. Let's see. No, looks like it's just Querius stuff right now.
Mm.
But I know these Legacy Eagles need to get back in. Oh, they got blue bubbled? That they did.
Oh no.
They got blue bubbled. That sucks.
Wah, wah.
Wait, why don't they have any smart bomb ships with them? Because that just clears the bubbles.
Yes. So at this point, this Eagle fleet needs to like ping off. But now they're taking the full brunt of everything. These interceptors are no doubt burst jamming them.
So there's an AWACS bubble or an accidental bubble.
Probably. I mean, it's AARP, so probably one of
Total
either.
accident. I can guarantee it was a total accident.
Yeah, so probably fine. I'm pretty sure he's already dead. Now somebody else is warping off. This means that my look at is gone. So those guys pinged off again. They pinged off far over to Athenor. And then the Legacy fleet pinged off over to Ritaru. So unless this fax gets out, they're just gonna leave this guy for dead. And there's also an NC fleet here, which is at
Depends,
0
how
on the
many-
gate and it's gonna start
how
taking
many
fire
subs have
soon.
they got?
This many.
Might not even be able to break a fax.
Oh no, they can definitely break this fax.
They can break that fast.
Are they shooting a Poco?
No, this is a fax.
Oh, sorry. They look about the same.
Oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting cat fight.
I don't think there's gonna.
I hope that I hope he has smart bombs. I hope he has smart bombs and just smart bombs that entire Serb fleet.
The thing
Hope
is,
there's an escalation.
The thing is like cap becomes a pretty big issue at this point for the minnow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see any cap escalation for one single fax.
And I mean, what would you escalate? You can't. Hodreds don't really track Serbs that well, do they?
No.
Carriers,
No.
I guess, but.
Well, you can.
Worst job.
you can always just go out to like past max range of a haha rev or something.
Oh yeah, easy.
Just die.
Yeah, I don't.
Like,
I
they
don't
can
think
still
caps
hit
would be a
you.
good application.
They'll still hit you, but they're not gonna fucking apply.
I'm just
for
trying to get
fucking
a good angle, you know. Don't invite
Get
me
the
to
money
have a
shot.
conversation with you, dick.
I don't know, maybe I'm just used to low sec faxes. I don't think that amount of subs would kill him without nukes.
Nah, look at all the drones, dude. It's gonna get nuked.
I mean, there are a lot of
Yeah. Doesn't
there
have
are a
smart
lot of
Somebody has
things
that
shooting
surprise
at it right
smart
now.
bomb.
So, apparently this was to cover an iHub timer we just succeeded in taking. Pappy just succeeded in taking.
So it's objective accomplished.
In
Nice.
before
Yeah,
Billy
sure,
says, I would trade a minnow for an iHub any day of the week.
Well, if it's
I
a
mean,
keeps
wouldn't
if it's a
they?
Keepstar hub, then that's true.
Yes, obviously. It's just
Okay.
that's what he said with the Keepstar, so it was the thing.
The bingo sheet, right?
He's not even gonna lose the minnow, considering the amount of damage that he's going to take up to. There's no way they can crack it unless they have like
That's what I
9
said.
fucking.
See, I'm not the
nukes.
only one.
But it only looks like they only have like 3 on it.
They're subs. They ain't got any neutral.
They'll probably
How
just
many-
No, they
bring
got
more.
advance on it.
How many cap boosters do you think
It's like
he brought?
Guys,
And
Fun.
bombers
Enough.
too.
this Menno's definitely gonna die,
Infinite.
by the way. Just God damn
It's
it.
not usually
Oh
how
yeah,
it works.
but
dude.
he'll definitely farm out their missiles, dude.
He's gonna recover his cost in ammo.
I believe
Oh.
in you, Minnow, dude. If you can hear me,
Someone
have
save
my
that
support.
minnow pilot. He needs the help.
Oh, that's
Minnow's
armor
gonna
damage.
Yep.
That's armor damage.
Which
Shit,
pilot
yeah,
is it?
yeah.
God damn
Some
you,
dead guy.
30%
Whew.
EHP nerf.
Is he going down?
Rip.
CCP
He
look
dead.
Yeah,
at
like
dumb.
like I
Look
said,
at
we
Oh,
had so
no.
much. There's only so much volley you can take.
Yes, that's dead
He's-
already.
If this man somehow
He's not. He's dead.
survives,
He's dead.
No, he's dead.
God
It's just
bless.
glitched.
Yeah, no,
right
there it
now.
is. Yep, there's the wreck.
Is he?
Yeah.
Aww.
All you
Just
guys
hope
like,
there's a
oh, there's
missile
no
stop
way.
flying in.
There's no
200
way.
Serbs. Of course, it's gonna nuke
I'm
Vax,
used
like-
to low-sec faxes where they
Where the
have like Nirvanas and all that stuff.
I don't have that blueprint. Is that a different blueprint? Low sec fax? I don't have that line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get an F in chat for that
Is that
minnow?
T2 blueprint of effects?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe.
The day T2 caps come out, dude, the whole thing, this whole economy becomes a shit show.
Yeah, you think they'll come out
I'd
with
have
T2
so
caps
much
though?
Because
fun.
there'd be T2 like BPOs, and that everyone who's BPOs make money.
Isn't
No,
T2 fax
they
just
make
free
the
Nerf
BBC.
fax?
True. I can accept that actually, like a super Minakawa.
I just invent them in limited runs.
More health.
Asher F scene from an eagle. Interesting.
Yep, that's what the FC
You need
Serb
to.
leads
The
from.
only thing fast.
But
It's the only thing fast
I'd
enough.
like to see no more trees fill in this house.
Serbs
Not
don't go
true.
that fast, dude.
I mean, we can look
Serbs
at
are
it.
pretty slow.
They're not slow. They're the fastest hack. But
Serbs go faster than Eagles, that's for sure. That's what matters in this comp.
so
Well, yeah, they go faster than
1858.
Eagles. Munions go faster than Serbs, dude.
No, they don't.
The only thing comparable speed wise to a Serb is like Munin.
Munin is way faster than a Serb.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
why.
Serbs are the
Munion's way
fastest.
faster.
Yeah.
A Serb only
Hey,
goes
you're
1759.
getting locked up,
Like a
Redline.
Munin.
Yeah, no. I don't
The
care.
reason you can't go that fast in Munions is because the semis usually
Yep.
can't keep up. But I mean, they still go pretty good
Yeah.
with rapid
Serbs
deployment.
are slow
so.
as hell, dude.
Yeah, Serbs are pretty slow. Like that's why it's like I don't know. If you fight Munions and Serbs, like you can definitely do some damage, but you got to be fucking crafty. Like you got to be really ready to ping.
And the main thing is like organizing your alpha strike to just one shot them.
Well, with Serbs at that point, you're just aiming to volley logi, ping off, and then go back for the DPS.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a good amount, like that amount of Serbs, they can get quite fun. You just basically 1 or 2 volley, and then just move on to the next target, move on to the next target, move on to the next target. And if you're calling them consistently like that, eventually, like their logi won't keep up. But Serbs are not the strongest of the hacks.
I mean, someone needs to yell at that one Serb that broke anchor to kill you.
Hey, another news. The iHub for T5 ZI comes out in 20 minutes.
Cool.
Watch
Damn, they're
this.
really killing the cameraman.
Watch this. Watch this. You ready?
Man
Killer
down.
Porterfield.
Why are they killing journalists, dude?
I don't know. It's a thing
They
that
can't
they
kill
do.
anything else. So they're just
This
trying to
is
find
the
something.
reason why we need to wipe goons from
Boom.
the game. They're
Thanks for the
killing
transition,
lone
idiots.
journalists.
You increased the quality of my stream because I was done covering your shitty fight anyway. Suck a dick about it.
nice iHub, bro.
Why weren't you
Anyways,
cloaked, Redline?
because
Why
I didn't
the
have a
fuck
cloak
weren't
on the
you
ship.
cloaked?
I literally just bought a travel interceptor and just went over there.
What travel scepter doesn't have a cloak? What?
Fast one, obviously.
Yeah.
Just drop it, okay? Just ignore it. It's fine. It's over. It's done.
Details. It's all in the details.
Anyway, I'm sure we'll hear about that once all the operations are over and everybody comes in to crow about their victories, which I'm sure we'll have later. But anyways, so what else were our talking points? So like, I guess since we got Pranav here and we got Squishy, we can just talk about like what you guys are doing. So
We had a story, right? I thought we said something I would tell on stream, but I forgot what it was already.
The
You
Cap
took
F
27
blacklist.
bill from CapF.
Oh, yeah.
you
Okay.
also got blacklisted, right?
So this random dude starts messaging me, right? And he's like, "Hey, I'm looking to buy Solve in Dronelands," and I'm like, "I'm not a director. That's not something I can do." And I'm like, "Okay, that's gonna be the end of it. He's gonna leave me alone now." But then he just kept messaging me, asking to buy Solve. I'm like, "I'm not a director." And he's like, "Okay, well, can I buy Solve?" I'm like, "You know what? Here's a director," and I link in my alt. And the guy starts talking to me about buying Solve, and I'm like, "Okay, I'll sell you this pocket for 5 bill, which has 4 systems in it." Me thinking he's gonna pay 5 bill for the pocket with 5 systems. Instead, he pays me 5 bill for each system, so he sends me 20 bill. And I'm like, "Oh, I wonder how much further I could push this." And I'm like, "Do you want to buy the 4? Because we've got a 4 in there, and when just can't be asked on anchoring it. Do you want to buy that?" Sell that to him for 7 bill. Colt finds out about it, and they're like, "You're gonna have to send the guy the money back." And I'm like, "Do I though?" All right, I'll guess I'll see you guys later.
Honestly,
I've got all the screenshots, dude. I can try and find them and post them in
the
the Discord.
guy deserved to be scammed to this day. That's my opinion.
He
Like,
scammed
yeah, exactly.
himself.
Like he deserved.
Like I told him I wasn't a director, but he just kept going, dude.
I need you to PM me this guy's name, by the way, so I can give him a shot. Rinse him a bit
So,
more.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't play the game anymore.
So who actually like? Fuck, I forgot my question.
Who actually wants to buy Solve?
Fuck.
These days?
No.
Hey, test is selling.
That's bad.
They're
Okay.
doing something.
I have an idea. We're just gonna do a giveaway. All right. We're gonna create a custom giveaway because hey, New Eden Post and by proxy Trash Talk Tuesday is a part of the EVE Online Partner Program, which if you're not familiar, is where we get fancy shit for streaming EVE content.
You sell hats.
Streamed. We do.
Dude, that partner program is really good, dude. I'm glad to be a part of it. Man. Oh wait, I'm not.
Sorry. All right. So what we're gonna be giving away, I'm gonna link it in the giveaway. It's gonna be an Astero skin, right? It's this skin right here. Okay, let me log into a place I can do it. Boom. That skin right there. And if you give me a second, I'm going to do this giveaway. It's going to be a 5-minute giveaway, right?
You know what I just realized from the screenshot?
What?
It was actually 29 bill.
Oh my God!
I posted the screenshots in the cesspool channel.
Okay.
It's yeah.
So beautiful, dude.
All right, use exclamation point raffle to enter the raffle. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna give you a couple freebies. In just a second here. I'm gonna link 2 skin codes. No, 1 skin code. 1 skin code in the chat. But everybody has to be typing exclamation point raffle all at the same time. So this skin code right here is for one of them Asteros. Right there. Free for the fastest fingers.
Got it.
Who's feeling lucky?
How do you? I don't even know how you. Easy.
How do you redeem those?
Yeah.
Well, you go to EVE Online, code redemption, which is right here.
Oh, it's already entered.
Code activation. Oh god. Someone probably already nabbed it. They're pretty quick. Yep, pretty quick. There's crazy stuff for that, but this is where you activate those codes. So in 5 minutes we'll do another giveaway. We'll do the actual giveaway. Sorry, I was gone instantly. People were probably prepared for it. So, what's everybody else got to talk about tonight? We talked with Squishy, Pranav. We haven't heard much from anybody else. I mean, Jeremy, you've got a new ticker next to your name. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, I'm in the same corp. It's just my corp, Disorderly Vagrants, which is Sandrin's corp and Versailles' corp. They come on here occasionally. We just had some disagreements with the military director of Brave, and Sandrin was the 2IC of Brave. They're Nauer, Voltron FC, he's in it. Poseidon and I are Class A FCs, obviously. Kayla Aderon, she's really good. We just did, we wanted to go our own way as a corp, and we joined Test. We actually had a standing offer from Simple Farmers to join. They were going to pay Sandrin like 20 billion for us to join Simple Farmers.
That's it?
You should have
I'd
taken the
fucking
money and
take
just
the
not
money,
joined.
join, and
Hello?
then like or just leave like 20
No
minutes
kidding.
later.
I mean, they aren't very good, so there probably wouldn't be any repercussions if we did it, which kind of saddens me. But
well, it's Simple Farmers. Like, what are they gonna do once you join Test? Like, winning,
Dude, they
dude.
might-
they're
winning.
gonna rep our ass.
man.
Dude, the first time I ever FC'd in Brave, it was to like ref a Simple Farmers POS, and I was told that I was the biggest idiot in the world, and we were gonna get every one of our Antiplexes refed for doing it. And then nothing happened, so I did it again.
Inspiring me.
And it was
The
great.
next time I do shit, I should get next time I do something fucking controversial, I should make sure I at least make some fucking isk out of it. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
we
you
made-
should have
dude.
ransomed the Marshal and everything. Like,
Wait,
obviously the guy had
we
more isk than
sold-
sense, right?
Did Squishy not like share loot with you, dude? That's fucking.
Oh, no,
that's
we
No,
got
we
yeah,
shared
got
the
it,
loot.
yeah.
We got 1 bill each, dude. Those guns sold for
wow.
8 bill, just 3 of them.
Yeah, well, you got something. You got more than most people get kicked from Horde. So
I don't
mean,
normally share the loot, but when it's that much, I feel like I kind of have to. When it's like 10 mil each, it's like, who cares? Like, I'll just keep the 80 mil or whatever. But when it's like 8 bill, it's like, shit. That's a lot of money.
To be honest, you could probably
That's like one jump freighter.
probably join PL Daddy.
Token values.
I'm so I the only reason I'm gonna like pass on that is because like I don't actually mind getting kicked like particularly because I was going to be out of the alliance in 26 hours anyway. Because I was I'd gotten a bit tired of like the null psych side of life for a bit, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do roaming, high sec ganking, the stuff I already do like pretty much full time, but more so. And so I got kicked earlier than expected, and the shitstorm that came about between that and like I think the one part that I find the most surprising about it is that there's been like at least like 9 to 10 other dudes that have left Horde because of it.
You hear that, goons? Pappy morale is really low, dude. They're all leaving.
Yeah.
Dude. Keep it up,
Oh my
dude.
god,
You're winning
it's
this war.
it's
Keep
an
going,
all-time low.
goons. You're
It's an
winning,
all-time low.
boys.
I've had people asking me to join goons. So I'm like, nah, dude.
By the way,
Am I the only one struggling
if
with
anyone wants to
your name, Daddy?
to see
though?
the simple cringe from Simple Farmers, it's in Cesspool.
All right.
Simple
The
Farmers might be the
raffle
worst.
is over. So we've got
Who won?
32 tickets, and our winner is a
Drum roll,
Wild
drum roll.
Star.
Hey, hey!
Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to
So
Atticus.
we're gonna give
done.
out more of these skins later on. There's gonna be a
Nice,
ton of them.
Alex.
I've got a bazillion of them to hand out, so we're also gonna be giving them out on the other shows that we run on Thursday and Sunday. So, Wildstar, why don't you send me a DM real quick, homie? Actually, I got you right here. Give me a second. I'm gonna throw you a skin code, and if I see this on the Jita market, I am gonna be upset. It's fine. It's yours. You can do whatever you want. Congratulations on being the first winner of the Acero skin.
Didn't someone already win it? 'Cause
So
she
remember,
gave it
you
out
got
earlier.
the one
yeah, that's
skin
true.
code. The next
The
person
second.
gets the 2 skin code, then the 3rd skin code, and then the fun starts.
Well, and we're also running a. So if you didn't know, the New Eden Post is kind of a new community for Eve stuff, and we are also running a contest in our Discord where the top 3 chatters in our server, as far as like actually talking and conversating, are also gonna get skins. So you can literally just chat it up in that Discord and get the skins the same way. Oh, look, it linked twice. Perfect.
Squishy, what do you think about that contract?
Oh, let me turn.
Looks like a lot of RMT to me, then.
Looks like a lot of fucking
I
voice.
like that they blocked out everything except for the guy who made the contract.
Well, it was a mistake. It was on the Lions contract.
Wagon. Oh my gosh.
Wagon,
you're the-
is your microphone like in your esophagus right now?
Your microphone.
Wagon, I don't think I've ever heard someone as loud as you at normal.
You guys are
volume.
literally the only people having problems, so why don't you just turn them down instead of derailing the
turned them
entire
down
show
straight
to
away.
make us deal with
He
your
sounds-
issues instead of
He's
having a
not loud.
conversation. Hello?
He's not loud. He's just
Gosh.
very digitized.
Shit, sorry.
Like
My mic
he's
is off.
inside a video game.
No,
Okay.
Anyways, so what are you linking? A screenshot of somebody with 100,000 plex?
Well,
Yes, the Chinese RMTing and frat. This is not a surprise to anyone.
Is that
who's
guy
not,
in frat though?
CCP.
Is that guy in frat?
It's not RMT. It was on Alliance contract for 9 minutes, and somebody just found it out and accepted it when.
That's
well,
like,
I did report him.
Just for those that aren't aware, that's like 270 billion ISK right there.
That's
insane.
yeah.
Nobody else can see it. Like we
Well, I
don't
mean,
know what anybody's talking about. So
That's a new.
there's a screenshot that's the trash.2's it is that is just showing 100,000 plex being sold for 1 billion ISK. Sad day.
Is that million? No.
Whoever got that.
So I need to get a frat
Oh,
out that checks
billion.
contracts all the time. Got it?
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
That's
it was a
about it.
mistake contract. The guy was in my corp. I was talking to him to return it. He didn't return it, so I kicked him.
Oh, I wouldn't have returned
Oh,
that.
yeah, right,
No.
dude.
No,
gonna say.
not gonna happen.
Holy
If he
crap.
returned it, he would have been like the definition of the fucking Eve Saint, dude. Like,
Yeah,
Right?
it was a
Yeah.
mistake contract. It was on Alliance
That
contract.
would have been a friend right there.
That's
Hey, Wagon.
that's
Or
worth
your-
about $4,000. By
I'm
the
about to say
way.
Yeah.
you are a smooth brain. I'm sorry. You must be a really good person or not at all smart if you think if anyone would return that money.
No, I was like, yeah, you can keep like maybe like 5,000 5,000 plex and give the rest back, or just make him buy it
Whoever
back
got
or
that
something.
money, dude, I'm doing a face reveal fund on my Twitch, dude.
You heard it here first. All it takes is $4,000
Rich,
worth of plex.
Yeah.
See what Squishy looks like.
Wagon, you can take that plex from him after the second keep start he buys with it gets destroyed.
Yeah, nah, he got kicked.
Yeah, I can.
Because it's like,
Hey, Diva's recruiting if you're listening, dude who bought that. Diva will gladly accept you.
Wagon, are you recruiting?
That's interesting.
Yes.
Would
That's
like
a
to join.
poor. That's a pretty bad corp advertisement. Like, you see somebody obviously made a mistake, and like, you're saying you gotta be the same as
Yeah.
an Eve player, but like that is literally hundreds of billions of ISK. Like, yeah, most of the time you're
yeah,
gonna
that's
be
what I
like,
was talking to him about.
Yeah, so either
It's still a huge
if you make that mistake, you deserve it. Like, because either way,
are you
apparently
serious?
yeah, because either
You think that if you made that mistake, you
on.
would deserve that? You wouldn't want anybody to be like a good person and pass it back to you and be
And
like,
this
hey,
is
look, you
coming
made a
from
mistake.
This
Hello?
is coming from Mr. Noble New Bro that always wants.
I'm not. Hey, what new bro has enough ISK to buy 100,000 plex?
Why is anyone pretending that this
It's
is
a
A rich
New Bro
cunt.
mistake.
Like, this is the most obvious RMT
This
I've
is
ever
RMT.
seen in my entire life, dude.
Dude,
It's like the most obvious RMT ever, dude.
it was on Alliance contract, so it can't be RMT. Why would you chuck it in Alliance?
Dude,
listen,
Frat
the
literally trying to
RMT
like
doesn't have to be intelligent, to be fair. Like,
Frat
No,
attempting
but
to facilitate RMT by getting the
No, it was more or less like it was a funny thing. I was laughing my dick off last night.
You should get that.
Like
I
just
am-
seeing that contract
I'm-
being posted to me.
I am literally so exhausted by the frat RMTs, frats,
I mean,
butts, things.
I
Just
wasn't saying it was
stop.
RMT, the guy who's took it. I mean, the guy who was selling it was probably RMT.
Yeah, I mean,
He just
maybe.
didn't need to
Maybe
make
the
it
guy who took
Alliance,
it-
he meant to make it private.
Maybe it was a
You'd have to-
gift. It is the holidays. Come on, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe the guy who took it was actually supposed to get it, and it's one big ruse to make us think he just got lucky.
That contract is worth 275 billion
Yes.
now.
How
So
much
that's
is that in real money?
Like
dude?
$2,000.
$4,000.
So
That's
here's
a
a
pretty good
fun
birthday present, dude.
here's a fun thing is that people keep on like I've seen people link the battle report of that fight that just happened. I mean, if you actually want to talk about it, like if you know what you're talking about and you want to come on and chat about it, like the Discord's open, come in.
Which
Or
one?
if you just want to sit and chat and be like, Herb Derb, we want to fight. 1 out of 50 ain't too bad. Then you can do that too. But
This is the
You guys want to talk about INIT'S deployment? I mean, literally nobody here from INIT, and Billy's not here either. So
Wait,
that's
and
the
it's
thing,
not
is
out of
that
the war yet?
apparently
No,
not.
yet.
Apparently
Are we talking
they
about
are
Risk
still
Ball and Tosa Singh with Lashak?
Pretty Chad. It's pretty Chad. Like,
Do we need to go over there and smack them again?
That is so
I mean,
that's bound to change
That must have
goon
been
fortunes
Vapo.
in the war.
So here's the
From
thing,
Lashak toasting.
and maybe Dominarch knows more about this than any of us do. So Dominarch, are you here? Are you active and
I am
available?
here, yes.
All right.
I don't know
Welcome here,
anything, though.
dude.
You know that.
Oh, well, that's
Dom died last night. I cried a little bit.
That's
That's
fair.
okay.
Yeah, Dom, I was one of the people that shot you in your jackdaw. Sorry, dude.
Oh man.
I tried to get on the kill, but you died
Oh, I
way too
died,
fast.
yeah,
You shouldn't
instantly.
do that.
I didn't even notice I was yellow boxed.
So, anyways, so the story goes a little something like this, and maybe we can get some more knowledgeable folks about like what's actually happening in their space. But I guess Marius, you're in Braves, so you kind of know what's going on. The most recent development in the in World War B2 is that INIT has deployed over to contest catch.
That's right.
The Jewel of
Come on.
Nullsec. Catch.
How's that
If
going?
we only had catch.
How's that going for you guys? Are you okay? You doing all right?
Well, I haven't put very many structures down in catch yet. It's oh shit.
Yeah,
what we have to worry about. The Fortizar.
They have capitals
That's
in
in
it.
curse.
No, because
but
they
You have
it's behind a
capitals,
regional.
which is
It's behind a regional, so I don't know what the capitals are there for, but we will.
So they reinforced the Keepstar there in oh shit, right?
Yep.
And then just
And
didn't
if
show up for
they
anything.
fight over it, they'll lose. They're not gonna get through the armor timer.
So they
just
no,
not gonna happen.
the Keepstar already got RF'd and already repaired. I was there the other day.
Yep.
And
great
so,
deployment,
and it was
guys.
and it was sitting on a gate. No, it's because like everyone was coming basically. So
Right,
they,
but I mean
what did they expect?
They decided to just
Yeah.
play with the iHubs a little bit and kind of just sit and wait for I don't know something
Who
good to
So,
come.
who
out.
were you there with,
what-
Loki? Who were you there with?
Red Bomb, probably.
Dread Bomb.
Oh, your corp. Oh, sorry. Okay.
But anyway, the story that
Well, it's an alliance, but yeah.
the story that we heard on the meta show was that, and this is Darkshine's talking, which it's Darkshine's, but Darkshine said that that they were trying to defend their Fortizar, and that they didn't want to reinforce the Keepstar, and essentially saying that the Pappy side wouldn't jump into them and fight over their Fortizar, which is strange to me because I don't believe the Fortizar was reinforced.
This is some spin magic, then.
Well, to be fair though, no, it wasn't. But the well, I don't think that it was. But the they had a large Munin fleet on the UTAC H gate, and nobody jumped into them, and the Keepstar was there repairing. So I mean, I guess they could have went and tried to do it with subcaps, but I don't think that would have been a very good idea.
The system was wasn't jammed, so they could have went in with a Covops Blops bridged recon in it and actually done something.
It doesn't.
But that's too much thinking power.
No, like their stage.
Oh, it's a regional.
It's
as well.
Their
It's
forward,
regional.
their forward staging is oh shit. So they don't need like they have a Fortizar in system. Like it wasn't like they needed something for this to happen. It was literally if they did that, I'm pretty sure there would be a lot of caps jumping in and the fight would escalate. And I don't think that they would have been in favorable terms for INIT in that particular moment in time.
Because even with the secondary hulls we have down there as legacy, we outnumber all of their forces. Like it is no longer in a losing battle. It's just regaining what ground we Brave lost in the week or two legacy move.
I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure that there were more than just secondary hulls that were ready to jump in on that, dude. I don't know that for an absolute fact, but I'm like 99.9% sure that you guys moved something for that.
I mean, I don't know how much public knowledge. It's probably public knowledge. I don't. Essentially, okay, I'm gonna talk about this, and then if I get slapped over it, then whatever. Which I'm sure Billy would talk about this if he was on here. So, essentially, what the call was from Billy and PGL during during the Alliance meeting was that we were going to move some secondary sub-capital and capital hulls only if you had those hulls already in T5 ZI ready to go and stocked. You were going to move those down to work with Brave, and you were going to put a jump clone in there that was going to be used very rarely, only in emergencies, basically.
Jeremy, do you know of any caches in the area that might have been useful to test in friends?
I'm not at liberty to discuss such matters.
He's not at liberty.
I just thought while you were leaking, dude, you might as well get more.
I mean,
talk about it.
We have
Jesus, dude. Like you have all the answers, Jeremy, but like we need to know.
So I just have a question. I'm gonna put a question in chat.
We have a keep star system. Just assume there's a capital in it.
For how long do you think INIT'S deployment lasts? We're gonna do. It's already been like a week, so we're gonna put 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, or they're already leaving. Because last time INIT had a deployment, they left after a few days, right?
But that was in Esoteria? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, so they've deployed to Esoteria. Apparently, I guess they went to Stain or something like that. Well, no, because they went.
No, INIT deployed as well with the Bastion after the Bastion started fucking around, and they were shown to be quite effective.
So
they're just out having fun, though, right? That's what they do. They just have fun.
Well, and I see the crowing. I see the crowing from everybody, like, oh, well, Brave set down iHubs and then lost them. We toasted them, and we have them now. Y'all literally lost your entire home system.
Yeah.
In a month. Hello.
It's funny seeing the comparisons between Delve and how much they didn't care about iHubs, and Catch and how suddenly they care about iHubs again.
But if INIT only had as good as allies as Brave did in test, that actually come to help them when their Sov's in danger, and don't just leave their entire ally to die while they crab away.
Are you talking about J5A
Dude,
when you
it's
say
fine,
their home system, because they have it back now?
So
yeah, they have it back.
It isn't real Catch.
They got all their
Jesus, it's
infrastructure
floodplains,
down,
dude.
But...
Oh god, it's floodplains.
All I know is that
floodplains Catch, bro.
I killed Dave Archer's Intercept with a Fortizar.
My god, you just don't know how to play EVE Online, do you? This guy can't pilot a ship. I don't know how he leads fleets. All he does is set in structures and shoot ships. Man.
Yeah, you
and I'm really good at it, and I really enjoy it.
It's literally you press a button, you lock them up, and then you press fire, and then they fire.
Isn't the same as flying ships, though?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it takes some skill to tackle a carrier in an Astra house.
What?
I'm just gonna say.
You click lock and press point.
I mean, I scrammed his fighters.
Why did you do that?
Because he tried to recall his fighters and then thought he was safe, so he went AFK, and then he came back not on tether and half dead is what happened.
Nice, perfect. So
anyways, it
the
requires
biggest thing
no skill to
that I excuse me.
You tackled an AFK carrier.
Did you come on the show, Jeremy, to tell everyone that you bad phone PL to kill a carrier?
The biggest thing that I have to say about any of this entire war is that I am so goddamn tired of all these narratives that no one fucking cares about. Oh, INIT is going deep into Cash's butthole. Who cares? Oh, Pappy is going deep into Dell's butthole. Who fucking cares? Oh, we just won 30 bill to 20 bill in 5 Tech C with 100 less dudes. Who fucking cares? Does anybody really care?
Alright, let's talk about the war that everyone cares about, dude. And
There's-
that's Volta
We
taking
just wanna
David.
we just wanna play EVE Online, man. We just wanna play. We wanna log in. We wanna shoot spaceships. Doesn't matter who wins or loses. It's all fake. And at the end of the day, who
At the end of the
cares?
day, this game doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but the
'cause
way
it
that
sh-
goons
in
play
like
the
15
game
years,
is not fun for anyone else. So
I
it's
mean, in
good
15
that
years, this game is going to be wiped, and there's nothing we do is ever going to matter here, and all we've done is spend money on a bunch of pixels that don't matter in a decade.
Hey, I
and
spent
then we're all gonna be sad.
money for some very good explosions, and they will live with me forever.
And
Also-
content, dude. And content.
Also, video games and esports is like the largest fucking industry on earth, basically. So.
All right, well
Dude,
that's fine. I mean, yeah, but
I spent 24 hours in a text adventure today, and over the past like week. I get what you're saying.
hey, I need you guys to vote in the poll at the top of the chat. There's only a little bit of time left, and we can't have a tie. Like that's not okay. So I need you to help me out. Click the little
Adding
thing
to
at the top of the chat.
Apologies, Redline. Adding to what Redline said, it's becoming less fun to play overall. As in, like, you can't even go to high sec without people screaming at you, or you can't even go down towards null or low without hearing the words, I killed this, so I'm superior. Because I would log into a faction warfare account like 10 times per month, and all I would hear within 1 day of going onto the account, all I would hear is, our side is going great for the war, we captured all of this stuff, oh my god, like, we as EVE players have lost all faith, or not all faith, but most faith in the game of us having fun. It's now become a series of, now we need to win this because our alliance cares.
Bullshit.
Like a sports team.
Why?
It's just a sports
Bullshit.
team. We play.
Bullshit. Squishy.
Yeah.
Rain. Did you guys have fun fighting in that little fucking site? Was that fun for you?
RR, you mean?
It was kind of lame, but I mean, yeah, it was fun overall.
What do you mean it was kind of lame?
Kinda lame.
No, my
Well,
point. You have to reinforce my
It's
point.
like
Please
watching two
help.
old people fucking beat each other with their like walking sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
that
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 scene
sounds
from Up?
badass.
You know the
Industrial
scene from
PvP, dude.
Up where the guys? That's what it was.
No, it's that
No, I
Family
mean,
Guy where the two old guys are fighting.
Rain was literally
Oh, that
mining.
one.
She was mining like half the time that she was actually fighting. It was pretty good.
So
That's true. She won the fight because she got the ore and got away.
Yeah, I'll
the
help
real
your point a
cops and
little bit.
robbers.
Not my fault. You can't tackle.
You fucking jammed me, cheetah.
Well, I should have smart bombs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you should have had smart bombs,
scripts
dude.
and some
Should
CBOs,
have had
dude.
anything really.
The real fight
Seaboat Industrial.
But anyways, like
ECM
that's the
running from
game.
a reef, dude.
The game is about fun, right? Like, what do
Is
we
it?
have fun doing in
Yeah.
Eve?
When did
We
that
have
happen?
fun.
I have fun
I have-
ganking, dude. I like killing traitors.
Hack brawls are fun.
I have
Here's the
fun.
thing.
I have fun sitting in a structure and having no skill being able to kill things. Like everyone else hates it here,
This-
but I just really enjoy getting structures.
This
And
is
I've
the
been
second
having-
time this guy has linked this battle report in this Twitch chat. He
I-
just really wants to
Holy
see it.
shit.
Motherfucker, we were
He has-
broadcasting the fight. We saw what happened. We saw the fight happen in real time.
But wait,
I
that wasn't-
said
wait, that wasn't real Delph,
Minakawa
dude.
die, dude.
Now, even CCP has hinted at the fact that you can play with friends and recruit them, and you could have like way more fun just hanging with like 4 people, doing whatever, just blowing up orcas, killing shit left and right, and just having a
You
good
were
time. What
so
happened to that
impassioned.
fun?
I'll tell you the day I stop having fun in this game is when they start if they ever decide, yeah, how about no multi-boxing? That's the day I fucking
Dude, that
kill my
fucking wallet
career.
would just go ching gone.
Pranav, isn't your current corp like just 400 copies of you?
Yeah, how many ults do you have, Pranav?
Current alt count is at 134 alts. I should have 186 by July.
I mean, I remember I remember there was a dude I know in Brave. He's got like 20 alts. There's like SP Farm 1, SP Farm 2, and he mines with.
Yeah, no, mine are actually
I said
useful. They're either
goddess, didn't I?
gankers, cloaky
No,
campers.
he mines with them,
yeah.
and then he puts like he just like extracts all the 5 skills from them anyway. Besides,
Have them all logged in at the same time.
Yeah, I log in 25 at a time only at the moment.
did
like,
you not see his
until
high
I-
set ganking where he has like 50 dudes over?
Well,
How much
50,
flex
yeah.
is that?
It's
like-
a substantial amount.
I like what
There's
Jalen
a reason I
says in the
gank.
chat.
There's a reason I gank.
You know what's funny though? Is that guy keeps linking that battle report, but if you go to that system in the solar system info page, it says that the iHub's owned by Horde, dude.
Oof.
I wonder why.
So what you're telling me is that the objective was secured, and that objectives are more important than ISK.
Objectives secured, PanFam 1, ships destroyed, goons 1, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody should have had fun getting their kill boards padded.
Yeah, hack brawls are fun, dude.
Like nobody should be bitching about that.
Exactly.
I'm kind of sad I missed it. I'm waiting on my SRP for my Eagle.
Did they did the Serbs feed a little bit, or would the Serbs pretty much just trash everything?
It was like I don't know, 60-40 in terms of efficiency.
Somebody
It
said
was like
something
30
about
to
20
20.
bill to 30 bill, so that should give you
Yeah,
an
like
idea.
it wasn't a slaughter, but it wasn't a dub for Pappy. But like somebody mentioned in the chat, like maybe that fight is why Redline doesn't care. Like, are you kidding me? You're silly. You're a
I
goofball.
find
Hey, Bunny.
any time people talk about ISK efficiency just hilarious, considering like the Keepstar bashes and how much they fed. Like, when do they start caring about chip
7
losses? Because it
trill,
only seems
wasn't
to be
it?
when they're winning to.
7
Right.
trill feeding to
Multiple
Keepstars and
times,
one
too.
still anchored in YZ9.
And then they went to the exploits, and then one anchored in T5ZI without any bubbles on it. They didn't contest it.
Yeah,
Stop
no
it.
bubble wrapping to
Exploits.
crash clients.
Stop
in
it.
quotes.
Bunny, what's up, dude? How you doing?
Living the dream, dude.
Yeah, were you in that
Wait,
apparently super epic fight that we should all be talking about? And
Dude,
so cool, dude.
20 bill difference. Pappy's lost the war, dude. We're going back home to NPC faction space.
Oh my god. Did
Bunny,
I
were
miss
you-
an eagle?
Careful, Jeremy.
Just
Don't
here to
say
take-
we're salty.
Take a stand against the dirty AWACS, or known as extra squishy or a bad person. I want everybody to know that.
Dude, he ain't even an AWOXer. It's pronounced. We're gonna
Hold
yell
on,
anyway.
hold on.
To be fair, he was neutral, so I was allowed, quote unquote, to
Hold
shoot him.
Is this like officially
Who plays
the
this
NC
game
dot?
to be a good person?
I know, right?
I'm
Well,
great.
we were just all.
Can't be a
Apparently,
Deep
I,
fucking
everybody.
person. You all leave.
Apparently, I was.
I don't know what this.
be a
I
bad
don't know what this
person,
wee
dude,
shit. What
but,
are you, French?
If you play Eve, you should be a.
That's
fucking
what I'm
fucking
saying, dude. Up top.
Emo, yeah.
You're an original sinners. I never knew that.
What do you mean you never knew that? It's literally it's my crowning achievement in EVE Online is to be in Original Sinners, and here I
Went
am.
from being a dirty
open.
goon to
So
getting
cool.
poached by Bob, and then
I didn't get
drove me
poached by
nuts
Bob.
for like a year and a half until I finally had enough, and then I just left because Redline was so goddamn annoying. And then I joined his show for some reason because I guess I just like abuse.
Look, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Flex, but okay.
Alright, cool.
Oh,
Let's
hey,
talk about
Andrew,
propaganda.
vouch only.
Quick, everyone break the rules.
What am I doing?
Propaganda.
Hey, what rules? I didn't read anything. Read.
So Bunny,
Hey,
were you
so you
running
were
the
in
mutants
Cap-
or?
What tonight?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Oh. Alright.
Wait, so
No, it was some test dude running the show for Pappy for
Because it looked like
Legacy.
looks like you guys were just
I really
chilling
hate
on the
going.
gate for most of it.
Oh, I wasn't there, so I couldn't tell you.
I gotcha.
Someone just lost an Osprey in Rio to a silent company. That was really confusing for
Who
me to see
gives
on
a fuck
news.
about an Osprey? What?
I have a question.
It's
Dude,
silent
they lost.
company.
They
Wait,
lost
Jeremy.
Osprey in
Silent
R10,
company.
dude. Fucking
Oh
all
my
lost, dude.
Unless
It's a silent company.
unless it is filled with plaques, please do not report
Alright.
on T1 fucking
Alright, I have
cruiser
a
losses.
question about Silent Company. A while ago, like even before this war started, they were like a very small alliance,
No.
and then suddenly
They were never a small alliance.
They've always been.
They are
They've been the number
the
one
largest
alliance forever,
high-sec
Jay.
alliance.
They're the
like
largest.
20,000
largest
people.
alliance.
I mean, hold on.
They're the
Let's
largest AFK fucking alliance.
Yeah,
yeah,
let
let's
Bunny
stop.
talk.
Let's stop pretending like them being the largest alliance in HiSec was a fucking accomplishment because anybody can sit in the starter systems and spam invites.
I know.
Dude,
that's why they're great.
It's not
because then
even.
you can get Elsa.
It's a fucking bot, dude. It goes out routinely by character ID, spams out the invites.
Dude, Billy has one
I
of the
don't know
smallest
about
alliances
that.
in HiSec.
I've
Can I say something controversial?
Sure.
like it's
Before-
near 24.
Sure.
Try and tell
I
me
don't
who's
like
doing
the
that all day.
Astero skin.
Oh,
Get out.
Who the fuck thinks that's controversial?
Did you redeem that and you don't like it?
No, I didn't. No, I think it's really. I don't like how it's a really nice skin for half of it, and then it looks like it's got like the purple
bedazzled.
demonic plague on the rear.
It's bedazzled, dude.
It looks like it's got some kind of infection. If I saw that on a ship, I would recommend it would go to a doctor for some kind of cream.
As many STDs as I did, dude. Jesus.
I do want to address something just really quick because while I was away, it seems as though somebody has asked in the chat, is this a Pappy Circle Jerk channel? LOL.
Yes.
I'm not in Pappy.
So
also,
the
truth.
I'm
the
blacklisted
answer-
from
Is there
Pappy, dude.
anyone in this thing that's in Pappy
For
other
now,
than Jeremy?
Most of us are.
I was
But
literally
the
just
answer,
defending Pranav like for half the show.
the answer is no. It is not a Pappy Circle Jerk channel. The reason I can say it's not a Pappy Circle Jerk channel is because I invite anybody who wants to come onto the show to come onto the show. Last week, we had a bunch of Israd Muppets on the show, and we had a great time because everybody was talking, everybody was doing things. I had a great time last week. It was fun.
Redline banned them from the show because it didn't agree with them. That's why they're
I
not
did
back.
not do that. They're still in the Discord.
I have
You
I have
no
the
evidence.
logs.
Mad Cow's
Zero.
in chat right now. He won't come on.
He put, I'll read this directly from Original Sinners General. So I had these Red fucks on my show tonight. Oh, how did that go? I'm going to ban all of them because they're fucking annoying. Wow, lol. And that was the conversation. Hand to
That was-
Jesus.
Bunny,
That was
you're,
really
you're,
good,
You're,
dude.
you're a brave whistleblower, man. Thanks for doing God's work.
Yeah. I told you, I'm not as toxic as people make me out to be. I'm the nice person in this fucking
Sorry, if
game.
it's a leak, you're gonna
Look,
get blacklisted.
here it is.
Well, in your
You know?
corp,
Here it
in your
is.
corp, you're actually
There,
right. You
there's a
probably are the
goon for
nicest
you.
person here. Well, actually,
Mad
Dog,
Cows is
Dog
here
is
now.
a sweetheart. Dog is a sweetheart.
How dare you say you're gonna ban me?
No one banned you.
Damn, you just unbanned Mad Cows to try to save your ass? That's fucked up.
I mean,
dog.
I did actually. Mad Cows was banned previously.
Damn, it's almost like I was right or
I really
something.
wanted to be the
But it
color
was
green.
it was
I
a
do
long
that in
time
every
ago
Discord
though.
I join.
It was a long time ago. He wanted to be a different color, and then he just started spamming stupid shit. And I was like, dude, just stop. And he was like,
No.
no.
Not only was I spamming
Imagine judging
stupid
the
shit,
color.
I was spamming the moderator stupid shit.
Right. And so I banned him. And then when
Gasp.
somebody I forget now who it was. Was it Thrawn? That was like, hey, can these guys come on the
Yeah, my
show?
boy.
And then I
He's our
unbanned you guys.
public director.
I thought Ron
Right.
was banned.
He's our public relations director. He's working on
I
it.
thought Brisk was our PR.
No, for
Oh,
Israel.
Israel. You have PR?
Israel's is complete own entity.
I thought you all just sat on a gate camp and then said you were elite, and that's how you got people.
You're elite.
We're extremely elite. We're the elitist people in Eve.
I'm into that,
It's
brother.
See,
it's the certified revenant removal service.
Is it
Right
bad if I have to?
here.
Can I ask a question that's going to cause a lot of controversy right now?
Yes,
Is
yeah,
it actually going to be controversial?
No.
Like Mr. fucking Astero skin is mad, angry.
Is it about a skin you don't like? By the way, I'm doing another
An
giveaway.
Osprey died in Rio.
I'm doing another giveaway right now.
Israd?
It's a slow news
Exactly.
day. It is a slow
Oh
news
my
day.
I don't
God,
actually
guys,
know who
just let
Israd
the guy
is, dude.
talk.
Are you serious?
Fuck you.
I'm
Who
hurt,
is Israel?
Squishy. I'm hurt.
Wait. Oh no, that's
They
the
used to
Duke
fly with
one.
us, dude. Yeah, like somnolence and shit.
Oh,
God,
okay.
They
Fine.
flew
Go
with
hurt,
them.
Squishy.
Pretty sure that was is bad.
Literally
Just
dropped
gonna
in
say.
We
hell
literally flew
together.
with them. With Olmeca, getting the supers and stuff.
Guys, can
Like
we
way
let
back.
Squishy ask his question finally?
Okay, here's
Nope.
another 5-minute giveaway exclamation point raffle in the chat. You could win a skin. Do it if you want it.
Wait, who won the
You
last
too
one?
can be the big winner.
Oh,
A
it's the
wild
fucking
star.
raffle. It's the
Do it.
Astero skin.
Yeah,
I heard
dude.
that skin was trash.
It's not trash.
Don't
It's
enter the
dope.
raffle. It's
It's
trash.
so good though. Don't enter in the fucking raffle.
I
if you
don't
think
get
it's bad.
again. I don't get the purple. I think if it was
Jeremy.
just a full skin. What?
Do you ever figure out what
That's
he's gonna
just what
say?
happens. It's what happens when a goon uses an Astero. Okay, it's you don't
He
have to
got
talk
a
about
little
it. It's
infection
just,
on it. It's got the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Here's
Ladies
what
and
it
gentlemen,
is.
these
Give the
are
Astero
limited edition
STDs.
skins that can only be gotten from these types of streams.
It's true.
So
a
remember,
little antibiotics.
Squishy,
few
did you ever
antibiotics,
say
it'll
whatever
be
it was gonna be?
No, I asked who Israel
He was
was.
asking who is Red.
Oh.
Are you
Yeah,
legitimately
I didn't
asking,
actually
or are
know
you
who they
just?
were.
Yeah, the
Oh,
latest
it's
op.
Peanut Smash's other.
Dude, I don't know fucking Goon Corps, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Who?
Dude,
What
they-
was the
Well,
stupid
they
ass
weren't-
question that was in
they
chat
weren't-
last time? What was it? Who was PGO? What was? I think that was the last dumbass question I saw in your chat.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
question in the chat.
Pickles?
Yeah, I heard he's
Who's
got, like, 2
PGL?
dictors, dude.
Who's Crawfish Daddy? That's his name. Is Crawfish
To
Daddy.
be fair, I don't know who PGL was before the war. Like, so.
Pickles is the guy I've seen from his ship without rigs, my friend.
Ah, yes, that fucking meme.
I hope he comes on and just yells at
That
me.
doesn't
now,
really
like,
narrow it down, dude.
Well, in test, yeah, you're right.
Dude,
actually.
it
That's a
always
good point.
it really messes me up. The military director for Voltron and PGL sound exactly the same. Shattered.
That is true. Shattered does sound a lot like Pickles.
They do?
Oh my
They
god, I
sound
fought Shattered so many
Shattered
times. I
Amar
miss
is-
fighting Shattered. I want to fight him
Does Shattered
again.
also get
is
like super
legitimate-
annoyed when he only has like 3 sabers on a gate?
No, he
instead of,
does.
like,
He
10?
literally is just PGL. Like I'm honest to God certain like he's a twin or a clone or something
He
of PGL.
definitely learned everything from PGL about how to FC.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Well,
he
I
is
mean,
the
honestly,
Sith apprentice, to the
PGL's
Sith Lord.
I mean, PGL's definitely a good guy to learn from, I would think. Like PGL's one of
Yeah.
the most legendary subcap FCs in the game. But I still like making fun of him just because it's a funny meme.
Two fucking dictors. Ha 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 ha.
So I have to read a ping. I know we talked about the war a little bit, and then we kind of stopped. But about that fight that came through. So there was a ping that said we completely wiped the floor with these guys while being outnumbered and without caps. And guess what? The T5 iHub is coming out a reinforcement in a few minutes. Let's find out if they have the stomach for more. And that was
You saw who sent that, right?
It was Mr. V, right?
Were you in Goons whenever V was in Goons previously?
No.
Like
That's like that's like getting upset for Big Bill the boss talking shit to you. This is pretty on character for V.
Well, the point is that the iHub is already secure again.
They didn't show up.
It took 5 minutes. Like, hello?
Yeah.
Who needs stomach for that?
When did V stop playing E for a bit? Like when
It was a long time ago.
It was like 2010.
After the Fountain War, I believe.
Oh, it was still up to the okay. It's like I know of
I
him.
remember. I remember watching his Harpy fleet get bombed. That was pretty funny.
Nice. I know of him, but I don't know if like I don't know. Like maybe he was around when I was a noob or something. It's quite possible.
Yep.
It's kind of cool he's back in the game. Like honestly though, like that's kind of neat. I mean, I don't know. Has he FC'd? I haven't really been paying attention to this
He's
shit.
a Euro TZ guy.
Yes, it is
Actually,
pretty
very
cool.
shocked he's still awake on a Tuesday.
It is pretty cool to see people like return for the war. I know Laz is back too. Well, he was back. Is he gone again? I haven't seen a ping from him in a while.
Man, I liked the meta show back when Laz was doing it. Honestly, like that was good stuff. I mean, meta show.
I was just waiting for the.
No, but I mean,
Just wait.
I was like, yeah, sorry. Well, no one else is doing it.
Waiting for you to get
no one else
kicked
is
from
doing
the
it. It's like,
I was like in 3, 2, 1. You're still here.
I'm still here. Yeah.
What
Red
did
Light's like,
you
finger
say,
on the button, like,
Loki?
he's also a host.
What show?
No, I mean, I don't know. I watched.
What show were you watching?
Talk about your corp, Loki.
Talk
about your corp, quick.
I think they have good production value. I think that I certainly think that it's gone up now since our production value's gone
Lots
up.
of
I definitely see that
propagandists have high
they are.
production value. To be fair,
Raising.
I mean, this show has
hey,
very low
Fox News is
production
great.
value, so we're not a propaganda show. Meta show high.
Dude, we all have
This is
cool fucking
awesome.
skins.
Dude, this is high production value. Have you seen these fucking sweaters, dude? They're awesome.
If any other
You got
streamer
names,
wears
you got
Christmas
pictures,
sweaters,
you got
they're-
Discord saying who's
Rain,
talking.
you're gonna give them
True.
the idea.
We have the Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
That is very high
The peanut
value.
gallery
All right.
there.
So
Looks
we're only
like
kind of propaganda.
looks like the raffle is over. Let's see who wins this one. Who wins this one? 3, 2, 1, and it's Rubicon 666.
Oh, big winner!
You're a my chat too. Good job, Rubicon.
How do you like me now?
Don't worry, we'll do more of these later on too. So
I want to win one just so I can complain how much I hate my Astero.
You're
By the
terrible.
way, remember, ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing this every Tuesday. So if you want to tune in and get your chance to get a skin, remember Trash Talk Tuesdays, place to
Oh
be.
my god.
Trash Talk Tuesdays, only on Tuesdays.
Is it Tuesday?
Remember, that is the 2 foreskin.
Flash Walk Wednesday. Tune in.
Who?
Next time it'll be the 3 foreskin up, and then after that, we'll see where we go from there.
Are they still doing Are they still doing that show? Either the Wash Walk, whatever the fuck.
No.
Oh, okay.
Who's?
What?
Didn't they have like a couple of episodes though? Wasn't that a thing? Like they had a Wednesday show, didn't they? The Push Talk guys.
There's a group. There's a group that's doing Theta Thursdays too. Obviously, taking key themes from Trash Talk Tuesday.
They love it when you point it out to them, by the way.
Wow.
Oh, do they love it? I thought they hated it. That's
I don't watch because I watch Lasers and Lace, which is on
Superior
Thursdays,
show.
and I really like
Superior
it.
show.
Don
doesn't
like
speaking
Honey
of
Nut
Lasers
Art.
and
She's
Lace.
too busy. She's too busy she's too busy
We'll talk
writing
about it later.
down ideas that she's stealing from us for her show on Thursday.
So
to actually engage with us.
So Lasers and Lace it's the ladies of EVE Online, some of the prominent ones, namely Ivy from EVE North and Delana from Horde and Mal from Popsy, and sometimes Rain. And they're all on a show. They talk about stuff, and sometimes it gets a little wild. And I believe this week will actually be the first week that they're going to be broadcasting on this channel right here. So you can watch them on this channel on Thursday at the same time this show is on. Do that instead of watching Theta Thursday. Thanks in advance.
I mean,
You will be.
Unironically, I might actually be on Theta Thursday this week.
I thought you were saying you'd be on
Wow,
Lasers
buddy.
and Lace. I was about to be really confused.
I never got
You
a.
will
I
be.
never. No one's ever asked me to go on the other one.
Oh, wow. You'll be
Don's
instantly
asked me like 5 times to go
27%
on
smarter
Theta Thursday. So
if you watch Lasers and Lace. 27% smarter instantly watching Lasers
I'll jump
and
on
Lace.
that grenade.
That's just by watching.
I'll jump on that grenade. Bunny, would you like to go on Lasers and Lace, please?
I mean, sure.
Well, all right.
Just let me know when. I'm happy to go on any show.
You have to put in an application, and let me tell you about that process.
See, okay, now you're losing me.
Be sure to read all the rules.
I didn't even put forth enough effort to log into this video game today, let alone put forth an application for a talk show.
You should log in and check your dailies. That's how you get all the skins.
It is a grueling and long process.
It's not
You
that
finally
big
have
of
a
a
reason to
deal.
log into Eve every
You
day.
gotta read that fine
True.
print too.
Is the war burning you out, Bunny? Is that why you're
No, so I'm going on vacation this week. So while my dog's gonna get boarded, I'm just hanging out with the dog all week, and then I'm like, oh, this show is going on Tuesday, so.
Hey,
Take
so
him for a
let's-
walk, then you won't get bored.
No, I live in North Dakota, dog. It is 2 degrees.
Oh, no.
Just 2.
So hey, we're
That's
we're
a
doing
little
that
dad
cannonball
joke.
run thing, right? Like, should we talk
I'm
about
not.
that on stream?
Cannonball Run?
I wouldn't. No, because then they'll just fucking camp it, and nobody else will be able to win.
True, that's very true.
I talk about it after the New Year's, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Oh, yeah,
just I'm gonna see what's going on with this 1DQ gate camp here. Oh, nothing. Nobody even here.
I'll start it.
No, they're
Hey, someone
To zero my slasher. Oh, to zero my slasher. Here we go.
Someone get Bob because these bubbles are undefended and ready for chewing.
Wait,
Bubbles
Goose bubble
are
fucking the
possible.
gate, dude. That's an exploit, dude.
Yeah. Oh my.
My game froze.
Dude, my game froze.
My
I
shit's
can't believe it,
I
dude.
can't
My
even
shit's
jump into
crashing right
1DQ.
now. What the
gate-
fuck?
I can't get into 1DQ.
Okay, y'all are toxic first off, but anyways.
No,
That's just a
It's a
character thing.
viable tactic. You can do it. You're allowed to do it.
Billy, great
He's
fleet.
He came in and deafened. I love it.
That was a fantastic fleet. I was just on. It was the only
He's
place and only
muted.
thing I needed to do all night, and I'm glad I jumped in. I know he's muted. I can
Yeah,
see
there
it. He's
Oh, I
is
thought I
listening.
saw.
know
I
he's
thought I flew with you today. I thought I saw you earlier today.
there is a rogue that appears to be AFK though on this gate. He's not in bubbles.
Oh
He
my
cloaked.
god.
Where is this guy?
He cloaked.
Kill
Gotta
him.
lock in the horde ult and get a tackle, dude.
Dude,
He
just go Vagas.
cloaked.
Just take a Vaga. Go.
Wait, you got kicked, dude. How could you have a horde ult, dude? That's
Who
illegal,
knows,
dude.
man?
Oh, I just jumped into one.
I'm gonna
Everyone has a
tell.
horde ult.
Who are you telling?
Kind of
What
hard not to
happened?
have a
I'm
horde ult at
DMing
this point.
goblins right now, dude.
Pranav, the blacklisted
Nav
dude has an ult in there, man.
still has a character.
So,
A character, singular. That's the real
Oh my
meme.
god.
Oof.
Lockdown, dude.
I'm gonna
What's
start.
with all these
spamming.
harpies and whatever on the undock of the 1DQ keep? Are they gonna like form for something? Was there a timer recently
Goons don't
that
form for stuff,
went
dude.
out
What are you, crazy?
and could have got contested? And I think they're warping to me. Oh no, they're just warping off.
I mean, you're kind of limited to how much shit you can talk if you lost a fight by 15 bill. I hate to be devil's advocate because trust me, no one loves talking shit to goons more than I.
Like
But
the hub, though?
yeah,
no!
But the
I
objective. Are you serious?
Oh no, I'm dead again.
Dude, it's such a flip flop. It's such a flip flop between which one matters, the objective or the ISK, dude. It never seems to be one
And
or
the-
the
Well,
other.
the objective. Okay, yeah, sure. The objective does matter. It's the thing they're all fighting
No,
over, right?
well, I mean,
But it's gonna just flip
ideally
next
you
week
want
as well.
both, right? When you're the attacker,
Yeah,
you
but
want to
like-
make sure you achieve at least your objective, even if it costs you money. And you're the defender,
You could say the
you
same
want to at
thing
least make
about
sure
the
you don't get your
Kickstarter.
ass kicked and lose your shirt at the same time. That's usually how it goes on, I think, is when you're on the attacker, the objective is most important, ISK war is second.
They're
And then
they're
Defender is
make sure you
simultaneously.
spin after the fleet.
What?
I'm their
That's
pet
how I always
now.
look at it. No, I always look at it that way. I always look at it that way.
I'm their pet now.
I have no
What's
Apparently.
problem.
E29 doing over there?
Why would you lose your shirt during a war? I'm confusion.
Because some people are into that, dude. Don't
Because you
kink
get
shame.
potted and then
Alright,
your
I
shirt's
sold
gone.
my shirt for eagle money.
We'll strip for SRP.
Isn't that what goons are doing at this point?
I'm not gonna lie, I've got naked for less.
Jeez.
Okay.
Well, there it is.
Gonna turn this into a real party.
All right. So apparently, God, I wish Billy was unmuted so I could ask him about what that fight was about. I still don't know.
Ping him on Discord.
Territory.
He's here, dude.
Yeah, he's just deafened.
Billy, wake up.
Billy, if you can hear us, undeafen.
Billy, wake up. You've been in a coma for 12 years. Wake up.
So I'm being repped and shot at the same time by like 24 harpies or something stupid like that. Come on, guys, everybody get on the kill mail.
Kill mail, Jesus. That sounds like a religion I'd be down for.
Kill mail.
Praise me.
That. Kill mail Jesus sounds like the type of thing on.
There's a tune in the game named "Killing for Jesus."
Oh, don't call it tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't Toon
One
Town.
tunes?
Why do people not like that anymore? It's like all
Where's
those
Jane?
new
It's a goon.
players.
It's a
Not World of
goonism.
Warcraft.
It is.
They're
It's
not
a goonism.
tunes.
It's
It's
a
not
war-
World of
Yeah, it's a
Warcraft.
goonism.
Like,
I literally played
like,
Wait,
I'm
wait,
still-
wait. Let Rain fucking explain this, please. Jesus
It's
Christ,
not World of Warcraft. They're not tunes. World of
Well-
Warcraft things, characters, whatever you call them, are tunes. We
See,
play
thank you.
on fucking Capsuleers.
Listen,
Or pilots.
when I made my Eve character, right, it said make a tune, right? I don't know what
Who
game you're
said
playing.
that?
I require a
What
screenshot for
mod
this.
did you
No, it says
install for
character.
that?
It says character in the game. But, like,
Yeah, character
I'm still, like,
or
I'm still pretty like nublet wise, time wise in Eve. I think I played for like just under or just over like a year and a half.
did you
But
fucking
everybody-
feed Redline? What the fuck?
He's been feeding all
No,
night,
it's-
dude. All night.
It was an Ares, dude. It's not gonna have 500 plex in it.
I love how they're
How
just
did you
shooting you
feed
with
him?
fireworks and healing you.
Alright, if you
I
look in
played hard on
cesspool,
E5
this is what my
Brigade.
login screen looks like when I launch Eve. I don't know what game y'all are playing.
Jesus.
Die.
What is
I got
that?
to play. What the fuck is
joke we were
that?
just making.
Why is the picture so
What kind of
tiny?
propaganda is this, Jeremy?
Stop it. Please stop.
It's
Get some
time to
help.
stop.
Take your medication, Jeremy.
Post it into the chat for everyone else to see and cringe at.
Yeah, we do have a new cringe emote, by the way. If you're a sub, you can spam it in the chat if you want to. It
Why is that so? What happened between the Discord and the Imgur that made that thing so low resolution?
Compression.
I feel like the low compression adds a charm. To be fair.
Dude, if he
Could
didn't
be
play
worse. They could
Toontown,
be
it would
awful
get
and deep
annoying.
red.
Also, Raid, I don't care about the stupid game lore. I'll call it what I want. Okay, thank
Ah.
you. Goodbye.
I'll cringe at you then.
Hi,
Hot
Billy. I
boys.
don't care.
Hey, Billy.
Let's go, Billy.
Oh, welcome back.
Hey, Villy, there's a
woke up from the
Harpy fleet tackling my pod. Do you think you could come save me?
Did you say tappling?
Honest truth, I had my pod tackled by an entire Goon Cerberus fleet. They were there like petting my pod last night. I was only really disappointed when they finally killed me. I was quite sad.
Yeah, I'm being pet currently. I look like a spider web, and I kind of
Really need to
enjoy
get
it.
a fucking chemo fleet over to you. That would be
You
amazing.
should pull your implants, dude.
I don't want to pull my implants.
God,
And they kill me.
No,
Will be
don't pull your
cheaper.
implants.
Who the hell flies around with implants?
Like,
I mean, I have
fuck like original.
I have
Sinners
my
Guild Lord
virtue
anyway,
pod, or not my virtue, my what's it called? I forget what
Nirvana
it's. No, it's
high grade Nirvana set.
It's the scanning ones. What are they? I'm not going to show it on stream, but I forget what
Virtues.
they're called. Oh yeah,
Mirror?
virtues. Yeah, I've got
They're
my.
virtues, dude.
I'm sorry, I've got my high grade virtue pod in right now because I was going to do some scanning in my interceptor.
No, I don't think
but
you do because there's no such
Actually-
thing as high grade virtues.
You stupid ass bitch.
Fucking
How you just gonna knock me down like that, dude? What's up?
Whenever you say a blatant lie like that, I gotta fucking call it out. Truth
Boom,
master over
just
here.
like that. Truth,
Wait,
warrior
how
for
do you
truth,
respond to the
Villy.
accusations that
He actually
know-
plays this video game.
You know,
Billy,
I
I respond to the accusations that Pappy is now or after losing a fight by like 15 billion.
15
Wait,
bill.
what? Sorry. What are we?
People are saying that Pappy is over. We have lost the war because we lost the IS war in that one system we just fought.
Did anybody
Yeah,
really
yeah,
say that?
it's all over. Like, listen, I mean, give people credit. Like, they won a fight. They did good. Like, you know, the two FCs that were there, they got like the Horde and the Legacy fleet got separated. Goons took advantage. They did a good job. They won the fight. Like, give them credit. It's good for them.
Head pats all around.
How did they get separated exactly? It was like
I don't know. I wasn't there to watch the fight. I was just dicking around, letting somebody
Yeah,
else.
custody and the divorce.
So, and
They
anyway,
lost their
when I
battle
watched-
buddy, is what they did.
No, I think
when
what
I-
happened
Oh,
is Frat and
no.
Horde were trying to figure out if they were in Delve or not, so they could shoot each other on. Are we blue?
Like,
Are we
let
blue?
me go
I
search.
can't tell if we're blue or not, dude.
Well, can
got-
we
they
let
got
Villy
my
explain what actually happened? Was that okay?
Well, I don't know what actually truly happened. All I know is that
Jesus.
when I came to look on the grid, one fax was 200 kilometers above the gate with Legacy, and the other fax was 20 kilometers below the gate with Horde and NC. And I was like, oh, this isn't going to end well. And Horde stayed there for a bit, trying to get their fax out of triage and out safely. And then apparently he decided that he wasn't going to make it. And then they're like, oh, so we just sat here and ate shit for 3 minutes for nothing. And then he died after they left him to die because he couldn't get out. So
Fun.
I started watching How I Met Your Mother recently, and the entire show is like surrounded them roasting Robin for being Canadian, and everything you say that's Canadian sounding, I can't unhear it.
See, nobody roasts me for sounding Canadian. 'cause
well,
I'm
I am, in case you did not know, quite
Canadian. Yeah,
So-
no, I got it.
He's Canadian like AF though. Like he's more Canadian than I am.
Are you
based on his
from the same part of Canada Shattered, Billy?
What part's Shattered from?
The
Nova
east.
Scotia.
Yeah, I'm East Coast.
East Coaster, eh?
East Coast.
I rise to buy to sail to boat. You know what I'm saying?
The maritime provinces.
Yes, damn right. You want to go down to
Damn
wharf?
right.
We can have a Jimmy, eh, boy?
Hey, we can go out and about in the boat, eh? Hey, Billy, we go out about in the boat.
Rogers song, Acadian Saturday Night.
If I started this, I'm sorry.
speak
That's my fault.
Hey, I'm proudly
Canadian
Canadian too,
supremacy now.
but I'm from the good part of Canada.
Probably.
Well, I'm proudly, I'm a
Is
proud
the good part the
maritimer,
United States?
but like every other proud maritimer, I now live in fucking Ontario. So you know,
Yeah.
it's just,
I was gonna say Alberta,
Yeah.
right? You came out for the oil and
yeah.
left
So,
when.
Villy, I did
No,
want
I'm
to talk
the
about
guy from Ontario who's now in Alberta.
Yeah, I'm the Alberta guy who's
soda?
down in the states.
Redline, we're not talking about real shit. Stop.
Okay.
This
Am I in
is
a
shit
goon fleet?
posting the TV show.
Isn't that your life?
Canada's not a real place anyway. It's like a fictional.
Yeah.
India, dude.
Just like
Is this
Australia.
stream not all about
Canada.
the hosting? Am I wrong?
I mean, Australia isn't real. What do you mean?
Exactly.
Wait, so
You
internet
could tell me that if the internet wasn't a thing, and I would believe you.
I'm
All
in a
the
goon fleet.
Australian stories don't sound.
Me
I'm a
Florida
paid actor
stories
from
don't sound
Australia.
real, man.
I do not
Giant
exist. I get paid $1
spiders.
million a month just acting Australian.
So, question: did you
No,
guys
you
go
know,
over
you
the
don't.
test?
Do you not know the
already?
new?
No, we've been waiting
The
for
current
you.
meme, dude.
Oh,
The
okay.
current
So I
meme is
will-
Finland isn't real. Apparently,
Bro.
apparently Finland is fake.
Well, sorry, I just had to play Eve for
Right? Who plays
a
Eve?
while.
Come on, it's all about talk shows.
Yeah.
All right, so talk to us about the
Funny
test
enough-
soda. I want to hear about this because I've heard a lot about it. I haven't actually like listened to or watched the soda.
Wow, doing your research,
Are you
eh?
talking are you talking
It's
about
not
the
my
town hall?
soda. It's not my.
there's
It's
two
not
different
my
things to talk
alliance to
about.
know the state
What do you
of.
want to know?
Let's
I
hear
was
it.
there. I
There's
listened
two
to
different
everywhere.
things to talk about. There's ProGod's 20-minute like legacy speech, and then there's my 90-minute Q&A town hall.
I've already talked about the catch stuff.
Summarize it.
I don't even know really. Initiative is in catch. We're setting up a jump clone staging in catch. We moved our armor super fleet to northern Amencia, which is in range of catch.
Technical trend here.
Well, we're covering those, off the bases there to ensure we're not in any problem issues. What else is going on? We're introducing MOAs as a doctrine just for fun. We're starting to push up into Delve. Coming weeks are going to be interesting, I guess. Mild. It's Christmas break, so probably a little bit on the quieter side. Doom Clock, LOL, and Null iHub is 3 days out, I think, and then about 14 days or 2 weeks out now, we have like 12 Keepstar systems that'll hit Soft 3, something like that. And then things will get very Keepstar killy, is my guess, and we'll go from there.
So what happens once those keep stars are down? Like, because obviously the entire purpose here is to kill those keep stars without, for lack of a better word, without a fight, because there's no they can't jump their shit in while we get a Sino jammer up. So that is obviously the goal. So what happens after those die? Like, is it's just a continuous push into the other parts of Delve, like the Helm's Deep
Well, that's one way to
area?
do it. So we can basically continue to push Keepstars with iHubs, in which case there's another 7 or 8, I think, that are outside of ONDQ and Helm's Deep. Or we can take 1DQ, or we can take Helm's Deep, or there's realistically one of those three things will happen, right? So either we wait to grind out another 6 Keepstars, which would be the 2 in Real Quarius, and what else is left? There's a couple random ones that we haven't put much effort into. UEXO, I think, is just still on like 30 days. A couple other ones, but realistically,
I'd like to interrupt this really
go
quick
ahead.
with an important news bulletin. There's now been a goon ping to hold Redline's pod on the end dock.
Are you kidding me?
That's beautiful.
This is going to be amazing.
Oh, the Panthers warping in.
They restricted access of
Or
a
wait,
Doom Clock.
Or is that a typhoon? Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh my god, dude.
What?
I thought for sure he was just like an alpha.
Yeah, so true story. We were like complimenting them on the Doom Clock in the middle of the soda, right? So we're like, this is a really well built little app. It's great. It's awesome because it's like highlighting how the ticking clock of Doom approaching, and they're like, fuck. So then they put it private so nobody could see it anymore except their own guys when they ESI authenticate or whatever.
I was using that to figure out where to stream. Like that's how I
So-
knew the Hicks Keepstar.
So how do I know when we're winning?
You logged the fuck in,
Dude,
Redline. That's
Reddit-
how you figured out.
Is that like a
Reddit
serious
very
question?
accurate basis on who's winning.
Of course it's not a serious question. What do you mean is it a serious question? No, it's not
Is this a
serious.
serious talk show? No.
It is kind
Anyways,
of.
last I checked,
God damn
were you part of the fleet right before this Redline?
Oh, you're asking
I
me
was.
if I
Too busy
was
feeding
on
the
the
interceptors.
fleet? No, I
I was
wasn't.
in the
I
fleet
was
during
was
this.
streaming it.
Oh, so
I
you
was
weren't in
streaming
the
it,
fleet,
though.
but you're taking credit for the fucking victories? You fucking like, what do they
No.
call that? False, stolen valor shit going on
Yeah,
here?
stolen
Redline
valor.
trying to take credit for his buddy?
He's
you-
a paper pusher. Calm
Are you
down.
calling
He's the
me out
Jan
right now?
Bilzerian
Apparently, I need to.
All I know, Billy,
Ban him,
is
Red.
that once this is over, Test is next, bro. You, me, Cash, we need a rematch because I will not burn. I will not burn this straight line away from towards the Nightmare Fleet. I will not do that again. Wait, what the
Redline,
fuck?
let's deal with goons before we deal with any of fucking tests.
Goons,
Can't wait.
grr,
Can't wait.
What's with you and Let's? You got kicked out, dude.
You're not even in Horde.
Boom.
Deal with.
I can't wait. Listen,
That
can we
just
just get
happened.
goons to just self-destruct a bunch of ships? Everyone just self-destructs a bunch of stuff. We all go home so we can fight. Want to?
Yeah, you can't self-destruct self,
Which is this
which makes
war,
me
actually.
sad.
Get self-destruct, dude. Just get blacklisted easy.
Anyways, like
make it public.
Like honest truth, goons have done pretty good the last few days. We've been taking it slow, especially during Euro, where we're either doing stuff in catch or just kind of taking it chill. All of the goon like soft timers are in Euro, so that content is basically really quieted down since there's no more Euro timers left for the most part. In US time zone, it's mostly just structure bashes, and they're doing a pretty good contest last few days. So it's
Hell
been
yeah.
pretty quiet.
My Eve grandma just gave me $1 billion ISK.
So I enjoyed it, but I'm actually curious about the Scepter Fleet the other night. Can you walk us through like how that happened? Why Scepters? Why were we using them? What were we trying to do with Scepters?
Oh,
I
is
had
this
a hell of a lot
after
of fun.
the small fight or whatever?
That's right. Yeah.
We just formed
They were taking that hub.
because I think it was just us at that point. They were reinforcing the hub, and they had the opportunity to reinforce like 5 iHubs or 1 iHub. So we formed Scepters, and then we're just like, you can now only take 1 iHub. So, because if you try to put toasters on other systems, they're going to get insta-mauled by 100 interceptors. So it basically slows them down to the situation where they're taking 1 iHub at a time versus 5.
Very cool. It was fun. It was just something different. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, I can't wait to try some of the other fun stuff. We got planning now that we can actually build some T1 hulls.
Yeah, Billy, I'm sending a very worded letter to one of your subcorps for calling me villainous in local on the day of my birthday.
Were you
Wait,
villainous
when
though?
was your birthday?
It's today.
Your birthday's today. My birthday's today too.
No
Rest in
way.
peace, Mad Cow.
Yeah, I turned
Happy
I turned
birthday.
21 today.
Wait, who got called villainous?
I did.
Oh,
He
Mad
called
Cow.
me
You are kind of villainous.
very.
I mean, honestly.
I mean, we weren't gonna
dare
go
you.
there, but
It's not a bad thing to be villainous. It's just a thing, right?
like I was saying earlier, who plays this video game to be like a genuinely good person?
I
If
do.
that were the case,
I do.
PvP,
I'm a good human being.
if that
Fuck
were the
you.
case, PvP wouldn't happen the way that it does.
You can be a good human being and still PvP.
You can still kill
like honorable
someone
sword
and then tell
fighting.
them
Didn't you just
what they did
jam me
wrong,
with ECM drones earlier?
so they learn for next time.
Honor.
I said a good human being,
Rain, do you
not an
PvP?
honorable human being.
I don't
So,
know if you do
I
or not after
wanna-
saying that with Swift.
Dude, I have over 300 confirmed solo kills. You can fight me.
I want to
Okay,
go
I
back a
will.
little bit
top of
to
the class
this
from EV
to this
University.
soda because this is an interesting topic. So it moved up to catch to do their shit. They tried to do the same thing in Esoteria and I believe somewhere else. I think they came and shot some stuff in the Spire or whatever. But what makes
Why?
this init deployment something that we need to be concerned with?
Well, there's nothing to really be concerned with, but this time they moved to a death clone staging, which means they have a lot more presence in the area. They brought 350-ish capitals with them. And for the most part, they basically chose to entirely abandon Fountain this time so that they had nothing holding them back.
Okay.
Well, did they abandon it or did Goon's home abandon it? Is the real question.
Are they trying to stake out a new home? Is that
So
what they're
now
trying
they've
to
got. So the difference now is that they've
No,
got
so basically
capitals.
what I've been told is that they told their members that to move all their assets into YZ LQL, I think it is, the Fountain NPC station, and they basically said, we're going to prevent anybody else from holding Fountain long term, but all their shit's going to burn in the short term, so make sure you get all your assets safe.
First
It's
Blitz
probably a
really need
little bit
First Blitz.
disheartening after you just put all that stuff back up.
Right.
They heard Brave
Well,
was
I mean,
recruiting.
they lost those 2 constellations to NC, and I think they knew that that was really their only line of way to play it, right? If they say, "Oh, guys, we're gonna go back and defend Fountain," then their deployment doesn't work. It's exact same as Esoteria, and they look really bad, and it's very bad. Or they have the choice of saying, we'll kind of try and fight for it a little bit, and then when you fail to fight for it a little bit, obviously it looks just as bad, and so you can't do that either. So it just creates these dynamics where you're trying to, how do I put this, preemptively lose, I guess you could say, so that you don't take a kind of morale hit from it.
At least you guys are out there fighting and having fun. At least to say.
Dude, we fight every day. Like,
Lots of
there's
fun.
always stuff going on.
But didn't you just say there's no fun in Eve anymore? Come on, dude. Pick a side.
Honestly, anybody that complains about, well, there's no content in Eve, or there's no fun in Eve, is either A, not involved in the war, or somebody who doesn't find content even when there is content. Because I can tell you, there's no shortage of stuff to do at every friggin' scale. Like, the small gangers I play with, they're having, like, the time of their lives just fighting small gang
Filaments are
stuff.
pretty big right now.
Well, you don't even need filaments if you're, like, war involved, right? It's just, like, there's constant stuff at every scale.
You pretty much don't have to be war involved, though, is the thing. Like, I mean, like, I'm out finding content elsewhere, and there is some content there when we kind of create it. But outside of that, it's like, it's pretty dead everywhere else other than in Delve. Like, if you want content, you should probably think about moving out there, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, of course, if you're in the middle of fucking Branch, you know what you're getting, right? If you're
for sure.
Actually, Branch is kind of interesting right now with Triggered Happy. That's not a good example. If you're in the middle of Declan, no, that's actually kind of interesting with Volta.
Oasa.
If you're in the middle of Oasa, yeah, sure. There you go. There's somebody that's actually pretty
mean,
quiet.
What if I live in Cloud
Do
Ring?
people live in Owasso though? That's the real question.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
a
see
lot of
people
people live in
Fans
Oasa.
live there, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Every time you guys talk about the botting thing, I think they bought less and less, to be honest. It's kind of funny.
Then hopefully we can talk about it as much as possible so that it doesn't happen anymore.
Billy, 10%, over 10% of all the bounties generated in Eve come from Owasso.
Right, and 12 months ago, like 15% of all the bounties and even 15% of all the or 20% of all the mining in the game came from Delve.
That number sounds really low.
But there's that's proportional to membership.
But that's the thing.
Well, I mean, the numbers you just gave sound really low.
Well, you mean it was what, like 15 and 50 or something, or?
Yeah.
I'd say it's way higher.
Yeah, it's way higher.
Not 12 months ago, maybe like 24 months ago, but.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both.
I don't know. Go back and pull the MER. I don't think I'll be off by much.
What do you guys think about the?
But regardless, my point is that a small group of players can reasonably win the MER, I guess you could say, if they're organized, doing save fleets, active 24/7, all the things that enable you to make money 24/7 easily and safely, right? So
yeah, because
as someone who watched their stuff for the better part of 2.5 years, they were blowing the entire universe away.
Oh, nobody's saying they weren't. Trust me. But there's a lot of other mining in the universe, right? Like, aside from the months where they were doing like 17 trill, in which they would be like 30 or 40%, like when they were doing like 10, which was roughly 8 to 10, I think, is where they were 12 months ago. That is much more reasonable compared to the rest of the galaxy, because it would be.
No, Owasso is the #1 nullsec mining region.
Right, but that's
like
because
Vic and Omega Gold, they were doing as much work as they could, and it didn't even dent them.
Well, I mean, Omeka also actively campaigned against why he was famous in the fucking game. So
we're doing work now, and I think we're making some progress.
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty good.
So maybe next time you can join the right team there. Not be.
I don't make those
yeah,
decisions.
I know.
I just have to.
Join the right team, eh? Just join the right team.
But it's been fun on this side as well.
I mean, it's been fun on both sides. Like, as much as everybody wants to get mad about this, I think everybody enjoys the war to at least some degree.
A rescue
Definitely.
squad.
Logging on to F1 in the same system you log off in, amazing.
Yeah, exactly, right? People really underestimate how much fun this game can be when you can literally undock and get content within 20 minutes every fucking time.
It's made me hate hacks on a new level.
One of the downsides of this game, like the filaments, they helped, but if this war was not going on, you're looking at like an hour just to get somewhere or coordinate with someone just to drop on something.
Oh my god! Can you tell?
Unless you
Can you
live in
tell
the
this
region.
Interceptor Fleet just to invite me to Fleet? God.
So the thing is, right now I'm a FC of FRT. I can't find much content because the time zone is kind of, you know.
Yeah, no, everyone knows not to go into frat space during that time. So
Yeah, no, we literally drop supers on everything. That's
drop everything on everything. Like we had like a
The problem
5-man
isn't even
game,
the supers.
and you
It's
dropped
like
the entire Eagle fleet on us. We're
yeah,
like,
the problem with frat space isn't the
No,
supers. It's like the
we
10
had a
fucking
CTA when
broadswords
you.
and like 8 Lachesis and fucking 15 Hugans, followed
Yeah,
by like
so-
100 Munins. That's the problem with horde space or fucking frat space. It's like
I
no
mean,
mercy.
frat has like
No,
50.
it's cancer.
You have like 50% bounties in frat space though. They're kind of shooting themselves in the own foot.
Yeah, that's why I like the dynamic bounty systems because I know people that have like 10 Ishtar accounts that just rat all day and do nothing else.
It's fun
Again,
going in
people,
there though.
strong
Like
word.
I
All those
gotta,
people dead. Wait.
Well, I
think I
mean,
gotta
I hope
carpool
people are
there to
going in
get-
there and stealing all the ESSs then if they're making so much money.
I can't wait
yeah,
for
I
passive
like
keys
it
to
when
be
you guys
unlocked.
come.
Take like an unfit insta warp MOA haul and then just go open up a 5 bill ISK like
Yeah.
Get nothing.
Well, I
Doesn't
mean, I
give
like
you
it when you guys come.
Yeah.
It gives me content.
Like if getting the
Because-
ESSs out of frat space
Yeah,
is
it's fun.
basically not ever happening.
No, when the passive, because the reserve banks they just pay out direct ISK, don't they?
The reserve bank is not currently open yet, but I'm not sure.
I know. I'm just saying future. I'm pretty sure.
I think what CCP said, they give you the tags over like it's like every tick, like every minute they'll pay out like a percentage or like amount of ISK. So you have to be sitting there for like a long time if you want to get the whole
Yeah.
payout.
Oh, I gotcha. But I mean, if it's percentage based, then
The way the reserve bank
it-
works
I
is
don't
pretty
think it's
interesting.
percentage
CCP hasn't really announced it all yet, but I think you guys will be pretty interested when they come out. So,
The problem I
Thanks.
have is that every time we try and do the ESS stuff, especially in frat space, they just sit on the outside and just keep forming up until they've got like overwhelming force.
Well,
And with the reserve banks, I doubt it's going to be any better.
yeah, it's gonna be worse. Trust me on that one.
Like no one's going to really steal ISK because they'll just steal it from themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we have a
As
what's
soon
called
as
a what's called a ESS standing fleet. So it's like guys just sitting in RF tag, which is our staging, and then we'll time bridge anytime somebody tries to steal like a major amount of ISK.
Use G3Cs and Black Ops. Probably your best
having
bet.
like 20 battleships with T2 Logi come in to kill your 10 stabbers is not very fun.
Yeah, no, and the what's the Paladin? You remember that? The guy was the
Oh.
Paladin. Yeah,
I
that guy
think
who
He was
killed
very
what is it?
smug, dude. He's like super toxic too. It's great.
Yeah,
I think my favorite story of frat space ESS stuff is you guys having a whole bunch of cloaky ships inside, and someone just started it, and then uncloaking and deleting.
Dude,
yeah, I
we ran
wasn't
into
part
that
of that. It
in-
was
in,
toxic.
So it's
I actually whooped
I got
I whooped
cancer
the
after
fleet.
that.
I whooped a fleet in Nawasa a couple weeks ago, dude. It was an interesting experience. I would actually recommend that most people take AB doctrines into Awasa. That was it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun when like frat whoops in like a marshal,
Marshal?
into 20 thoraxes.
Yeah.
Like, can you do that again?
You guys-
well,
you guys
at least the marshal wasn't on a beacon.
Yeah.
Problem.
Yeah, but
to be fair,
they're both equally as stupid as each other, dude. Like, let's be real.
Well, I mean, at least he's not officer fit.
I need more officer fit marshals to kill, dude.
Yeah, same.
Can you,
Dude.
can you tell people to start jumping marshals to beacons and then just like going up and making a cup of coffee, dude?
Dude, you have to pay me for that, dude.
I'll pay you. We'll pay you a part of what part of what they drop.
Frat doing RMT, dude? What?
Yo, I haven't been looking at Reddit. Did they do the
Are we
We-
back-
anyone
back
get
on
the
this
We
now?
Are Marshall meme yet? Because that would be pretty good on point, I think. But
Someone should form a fleet to go save Redline.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Why don't you just self-destruct your pod if you want
no,
to
what
leave?
Because
needs to happen
I
is go
said
get 8 chemo Lokis,
I
invite them to fleet,
said
and tell them to warp to you
that
0. Wow.
they would get bored before I did. So by God, I will sit here as long as I need to.
Redline, if you send me 1 billion ISK, I will get them. I will do my damnedest to get them.
I will not be doing that, sir. I will,
All
however,
you really have
be
to do is
starting.
pod him, right? One shot.
No, all you do is violate.
No. I'll get them.
No, you have
let
to
you
kill
go
the
with that
guys.
plan again.
No, you have to kill the
I
guys.
assume you guys are watching the stream, right? Alright, I'll give whoever kills Redline's pod 150 mil right now, dude.
And I will give whoever wins this
150
giveaway
mil?
by typing !raffle in the chat on a Sero skin.
Ooh.
All right, this is 3 skin now.
Ladies and
This is
gentlemen,
3 skin.
Is it the drive? Is it the drive for 4, Rendell?
A hick
It is.
bubble. What?
God.
We've given away 1 skin, and we've given away 2 skin, and we're now giving away 3 skin. And stay tuned, the fun
They
part
have
will
a
come.
hiccup.
I just want to say shout out to the guy who gave hull reps to Redline. That's really great. Pilots can do that.
wouldn't
Be
wanna-
the real MVP.
He didn't want to disobey the goon Discord pings. See, no, this will not do. We cannot let him die. He must stay.
I actually kind of found it funny
perpetually.
when they said that last night about me, and then Kunmi killed me, and then there was no repercussions to Kunmi. I was kind of disappointed.
I mean, I've had
Standards for goon leadership, standards for goon members, but not for goon leadership apparently.
I've had
Tisk, tisk,
shield
tisk.
rep, armor rep, and hull rep in this experience, and I'm kind of confused. What's happening?
I'm surprised it didn't jump
Oh,
in the flash to
no.
rep you.
Oh no!
Well, it doesn't
that,
matter.
Redline is like that little girl on the couch.
There's no shortage of reps on him.
It's true. I'm not dying.
Squishy, this is like that one time you were in Horde and they brought a fax to you.
Oh yeah.
I remember that.
All right, so what do you guys talked about this show that I missed? Anything exciting?
Well, I mean, the biggest
some dude got killed with a marshal on a beacon.
Yep.
Everybody got mad.
Was that a problem? Was it actually a huge
was talking
issue?
shit
Like,
about
was
the
there a
ocean
diplomatic
there.
incident with that,
I think it was pretty purple.
or was it
I
just
can
like
I can
people
tell you very
overreacting?
clearly, our diplos didn't even fucking care. So, like,
Dude, from White Daddy.
So you got fucked for no reason, Prab, dude. You got
Wow.
absolutely fucked for no reason.
I mean, he got fucked because he, broke the rules with Horde, right? Not because some test diplo's like, oh my god, our marshal, right? Like, if some random dude goes AFK on a fucking beacon with a marshal, that's his own fucking problem, right? Like, what are we gonna do? Be like, dude, you went AFK on a beacon with a marshal, like
You
in
should
the
be
middle of
safe in your home system.
Oh, don't even fucking start with that shit on me. Every time a jump freighter from beacon dies, like there's always some like new guy who's not used to it. Who's like, but it's our home system. He should be safe. It's
should
like,
be safe.
yeah, when you jump to a beacon, you also incur the consequences of that jumping to the beacon, right? Like, the
like
beacon
our
doesn't
beacon
like cover you. Even if there's a fucking Keepstar gunner there, all the Keepstar gunner could do is Doomsday the Dread and your fucking jump freighter, right? Like, it's
dude. That
Not
guy's
gonna
built a
lie,
career on
I'm
killing jump
I'm
freighters in DP.
mildly
Right, you can log in your
disappointed
dreads
that
now.
that it wasn't a diplo incident. Now, like, come on, that would have been so much better.
I don't know.
So we talked about
there's
that a
a
little bit. We
beacon
got the whole story, and then
P5ZI now.
What's
Not letting
interesting is
anyone jump to that.
the muddy waters surrounding, like, Billy, are you aware of? Is there some pact or something for like killing test members, like in Delve versus killing test members out of Delve? Is there like some kind of differentiation, or because that's
What
what
do you mean?
everyone's
Between
well,
Horde?
For
yeah,
Horde,
like everyone was saying
of
that
course.
Horde was
We don't go to their space and they don't go to our space because we're not blue, but because of like AWOX reasons, but we're operating as if we're blue in Delve, right? So
Yeah,
it's
Pranav.
I see.
Hey, I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
it was just encouraged not to go to their space, not
Yeah,
required.
that's what
You
we
went to
were
the
told.
wrong side of the tracks, Pranav.
well, I mean, if
Billy, I have a question for you.
go ahead, bro.
I heard from Norris that AOM is getting was it Esoterra after the war? Is that, can you confirm or deny that?
It's a possibility. Nothing's locked in at this point, like truly, because obviously we haven't won the war yet, and certainly if we don't win the war, all kinds of crazy things are going to happen. And if we do, we still haven't locked down how everything's going to kind of slot in place. But they're
What
definitely a
happened if we
candidate.
didn't win the war?
Oh boy, if we don't win the war, I'm fucked.
Can't wait for an entire region to be.
Yeah, so
modded,
what
dude. This
game
could
are
be
you
great.
gonna play if we lose the war?
Honestly,
full time Elder Scrolls Online.
no. I enjoy EVE Online, the game, and to play it. Even if actually, I would probably enjoy it more if I didn't have to do all this coalition bullshit.
Albus
But
Online's pretty fun.
So
I'll
is
be
Esoteric going to become just as bad as like Veil and of Tenal as for
Probably.
botting then?
Unlikely.
If AOM's going to take it over?
I think you guys overestimate how much these groups bot just because they're Chinese alliances. AOM does a lot. Like, I don't know. From what I've seen, AOM has got very few, if any, neg wallets. They're pretty, I don't want to say they're rich or poor, but it doesn't seem like they're rolling in the dough. It's
they just dropped the corpse.
it's a stereotype, but I don't know if it's a true stereotype, right? Like a lot of people talk about how much Frat historically has botted, but like when you look at Oasa, it's not the bots that are making all the big money. It's the 200 supers that are under defense fleets that are going 24/7, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, at the start of war, we literally have no one coming into us hunting for supers. That's why we're able to like green light for 24/7.
So I like don't get me wrong, stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason, right? But like at the same time, I definitely feel like a lot of these stereotypes are like heavily overplayed now, and
Yeah.
I know if AOM was like a notorious botter, we probably wouldn't be operating with them the way we do. It's just not how we
Can
like
you
to
tell
play.
me who's gonna live in Delve?
Oh, that's a good question.
I've got my
Everybody,
Oracle Delve.
apparently.
I want to know who I'm gonna be bombing next.
So if Test wins the war, Test will probably operate an umbrella directly out of T5 or somewhere in that area. So Test will hold probably the main chunk of it if we win. If we, yeah, I mean that's pretty simple.
What
So
about
I read some Imperium
Or
propaganda.
didn't want any space in Delph.
Yeah, drone regions
Yeah,
is
they
too
won't
fucking
need.
really.
They won't
cherry,
need
to
it.
be honest.
They'll live out of NPC Delve.
They'll live at NPC Delph.
So
Hopefully they don't.
I heard some
take anything out.
Imperium drivel that was basically saying that Legacy wants to control like the entire bottom half of the map, like from I don't know, what's the system below cache?
Well, it's basically from Cache all the way to Fountain.
Luck with that.
And is that the plan?
In the entire game.
Well, that's both the plan and not the plan. So it's important to understand the nuance, right? So at the end of the war, we will in effect control from Cache to Fountain. That's the plan. But at the end of 3 or 4 months, our expectation is we're going to have to start ceding big chunks of that space, in kind of a losing maneuver because we'll be so overextended, right? So yes, we're going to end up controlling that much space, but we're not like we must control every region and hold every like. You have to
as an alternative. There could just be separate alliances in all these regions, like just
much
neutral.
like there is now.
You just be neutral.
Oh, you mean
instead
be
of
neutral?
blue.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's not a impossible possibility, right? Like the reality is if the war goes the way we want it, and Test is able to break Legacy down a bit, and Horde breaks down PanFam a little bit, or NC does, or whoever, then all of a sudden, you don't need, trillion player fucking coalitions to be an alliance anymore, which would be a really cool game to play, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit of dreamers ideology or whatever, but I know for sure. I think that coalitions being as big as they are is bad for the game. And
yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Do you not see a problem with like Legacy owning one half of the map and then PanFam owning the other half of the map?
I 100% see a problem with it, but I don't have an alternative,
PanFam
right?
owning
Like
the other half. Like PanFam owns the drone regions, right? That's pretty much it.
And Tino,
No,
and
we control other places like Argentina.
They own like the whole top half of the map.
Yeah,
I
Vino,
mean,
Tino, Veil.
Fraternity does own.
Let's be real.
Yeah, but they're
They're just squatting
PanFam.
there.
Yeah, but Panda Fame is just it's a fair weather thing. Like it's not a permanent thing. At least I don't think so.
We've always been friends with Frat. We've always been alliance
we
with
haven't.
Frat.
Haven't always been friends with Frat.
What would be the point in them fighting each other? Huh?
It's fun.
Well, I mean, it'd be the same point as like, what's the
Frat
point of
doesn't
us
have any time
fighting?
zone sharing.
What's the point of us fighting anybody? Like honestly,
the
like
point
it's
of
all
you
about
fighting
Dude.
It's all
Dude,
about
at
having
a certain
fun in the
point-
game and creating content for everybody. So like,
the important thing to understand is I 100% agree that one coalition owning one half and the other coalition owning the other half is a bad fucking thing. But at the end of this war, the Imperium's still going to be alive to some degree, right? Like there's no way to break them down past a certain point, right? So there's still going to be at least a player with probably at least 10 to 15,000 players, I would think. And
a lot
you're
of
Big
ISK.
dive
well,
in numbers.
I don't know about a lot of ISK, but yeah, it's certainly possible to have a lot of ISK, to be honest. And at the same time, you're looking at PanFam, who, they're strong, but they're gonna want to shoot somebody too, and maybe that's us, and maybe we'll want to shoot them, and
Team
but
up
we'll
on
have
Pratt
lots of.
next. Can I just
Team up
point
on
out
Pratt.
like
Team up on Pratt.
can I just point out like a couple years ago, NC.PL were allied with GOTG fighting against Goons and Test, and like PH was out doing shit with BL and fucking RDAP as well. So it's not like we're like natural allies. It's not like you guys have had this coalition for years. It's not like the relationship, for example, between like Initiative and the Goons. Like that is a much longer standing coalition kind of, I don't know, how do you want to say that? Friendship, I suppose. There's a lot of
Being
friendships
pets.
on the Goon side and those long-standing friendships are not on the PanFam, Pappy, whatever the fuck you want to call it side. So like I cannot see Gobbins and Vince and Norris and Billy being friends forever. Like I just can't see that world. It's possible, sure. It might be scary now, but I don't see that being a thing long
There
term.
goes my Billy X Gobbins erotic fan fiction.
There you go, dude.
Can't realistically
I
see
find
a
it
world.
funny that
What do
you
you
just
find?
say
Yes,
Billy?
Volvin, he said it. Jesus, I
God damn it.
I can't see a world where after this is all done, it's healthy for like any of these coalitions, huge blocks to exist anymore, because they only exist because realistically they only
fighting
exist
the
because
Coons.
the Imperium exists.
Exactly.
Is my thought, and like without a giant threat like that, and I think the Imperium should downsize a little bit too, not because I am like I have a hate boner for the Imperium, but simply because I don't think that having that many people balled up into one crew for any reason is a good idea. So I would love to see it to where like NC and PL are off doing their own thing, murdering bitches as we do, killing coalitions as we do. Horde is doing their empire building things. Only good things, Billy. Only good things.
Horde would be destroying you guys.
Horde would not be destroying us. I
Horde
mean,
would wave over you.
Horde, you
So
are. So here's the thing. Right, Goonswarm has initiative. Test has Brave. Horde has NC. That's just the way of the world.
Well, usually what you're talking about is
no.
larger alliances alliances. How do I put this? You need a combination of both experienced FCs and super caps to exist in nullsec as an entity. Like people don't want to admit it, but like those are the two most important factors to be successful in EVE as a large alliance: experienced FCs and super caps. And as of like 2 years ago, Horde didn't have either of those things like in spades, right? They didn't have a ton of supers, they didn't have a ton of experienced FCs.
But then
Now they do.
Rorkel's SP injectors equal lots and lots of Titans.
Right, but even if you have lots and lots of Titans, if you don't have the experienced FCs, it doesn't equal success, right? Like GOTG had lots of fucking Titans, but they didn't have any real good FCs, right? Like they were basically reliant, from what I understand, during the NC war on Hanzo to run their fleets like half of the time.
Yeah.
So do you think if they blew away like the different corporation management skills and like forced the corps to be smaller, it would all like the third party external tools like nullify all that anyways? Or is there like a game
as
mechanic?
long as like right now, Horde and Test are blue but not blue, right? Like you don't have to be blue standings in game to be blue standings in game, right? It's
right.
Yeah,
I'm talking about just the overall size, though, right?
It's just like the way the Imperial Legacy worked, right? Like it was neutral, roams to each other's space all day, every day. But when something happened that threatened either party strategically, it was all right. We're buds now, and that's not a terrible thing. But someone in chat is saying that You could argue PanFam is already there with too many people in a coalition. That's exactly what I'm arguing. Is that there's just too many people in these mega coalitions that, like,
Just
it's
natural
just
though for people to like.
Can I just call out Skygunner for a second? Skygunner, y'all talking about supers and titans and never commit them. I was at X47, my dude. I committed mine. So did a whole bunch of guys in NC Dot, and we had a great big fucking Titan brawl. So like, I don't know. Do people commit them
That was
every
like
single day?
2
No, I
years
guess
ago,
not. But that would
dude.
be pretty stupid. Well, yeah, for sure. But I mean, like, I don't know. Like that was pretty much the last really big Titan throwdown.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
I'm actually pretty jealous of Dread Bomb. You guys have done
literally
a
his
lot of good
point.
drops.
Well, the
Yeah,
problem
that
is
vendetta.
partly as well. The mechanics have changed really hard against Titans, right?
Well,
Where
it
they're
depends which way you want to look at it, but yes, for sure.
well, I mean, it's not so much about the way you want to look at it. It's just like Titans are infinitely weaker now compared to what they used to be. Between
Infinitely overpowered.
I don't know if they were
I
infinitely
was
overpowered,
looking.
but they were definitely overpowered before. There's no doubt about that in my
I'm
mind.
upset I got one now that
I
these
was-
changes happen. It's fucking dumb.
I was referring to the PH State of the War or State of the Alliance or whatever, where Gobbins was talking about now that you know that you can kill other people's Titans, you may be more likely to drop them than less likely to drop them, which I find funny, but at the same time, like, I mean, it kind of makes sense in a weird kind of way. Like, if you really want to make the enemy bleed, I suppose to a certain degree, that would be like if you have them to replace, for example, right? Like a dread brawl is really fun because everyone gets to shoot something, everyone has a lot of fun, and then generally the insurance replaces most of it. So if your
Gotta
alliance
be honest,
has it,
bro.
Insurance doesn't replace much of it anymore.
I don't think we're gonna see any Titan fights anytime soon.
neither do I. But
The ability for us to have Titan fights with the current changes in ore and in capital EHP, it's just not gonna happen I don't think it's gonna happen this war, which is a shame because if you really wanted to put Imperium on the back foot, we would have to severely deplete those super carrier and Titan catches, which we haven't seen them put out this war. That we haven't seen even in 1DQ, we haven't seen them use their Titan and Super catches, which apparently they have more than us, which is their claim is that they have more Titans and Supers than us. That was the whole thing that started the war.
The yellow 25, to be fair, however many that was that ended up being.
And then took
but,
6 weeks to replace them.
We killed the majority of their dreads.
For sure. But to Skygunner's point, though, my point. So my point isn't like one side's not feeling them, the other's. Either side doesn't necessarily feel like feeling them is like the best fucking thing to do. Obviously, right? I mean, like, do you want to drop like 200 Titans in tie dye, and the other side drop 200 Titans in tie dye, and just see how it goes? Like, I'll tell you how it goes. It's gonna be a fucking bloodbath. One side is gonna win, but you're both gonna lose, right?
Well, and that's
And
the
there's
reason
no
that we're not
way
seeing it
right
is
now to
because
replace it.
you would literally and it's already been like clearly explained on like the meta show, and forgive me for saying it, but that if there is a Titan fight, it's just gonna be Goon Titans versus Test Titans and PanFam Titans and PanFam and Legacy Titans versus Titans. But they're just gonna shoot Test. They're not gonna shoot anybody else.
Yeah, you see, they say that, but I don't know if I actually believe that.
Why wouldn't you believe that? Because at the
here's
end of the day, even if you win, they're gonna want you to be as weak as possible.
We're already
Like-
going to be plenty weak. It doesn't really matter. What I'm saying is, in that kind of a fight, the number one priority of the fleet commanders, and credit to Asher, he's not a bad fleet commander, like, is to win the fight. Somebody being like, primarily that guy's ahead of that guy because he's Test. Like, I don't know, because like it doesn't necessarily match up with the reality. Like, if you're in that Titan fight, your goal is to win the fight, not to be like, we'll get those Test Titans over there first. It's like, well, my fighters are over here. Do I really want to go over? Like, people are going to make the best tactical decisions they can at the time. If that allows them to shoot Test Titans first, sure, I'm okay with that. But if it doesn't, then it won't, right?
So then
nobody's going to throw the fight just to shoot Test Titans.
So
well,
what
Mitani might, but like,
what
I know Asher wouldn't.
tactical situation would there be where the opportunity wouldn't be there to primary Test Titans first?
Depends on range, depends on Doomsday's left, depends on damage, depends on EHP, depends on Phenom's active, depends on a ton of different factors. Depends on dreads, where the dreads are, so on and so forth.
Depends if the server holds up.
There's a trillion. Like, for example, NC Titan bumps towards them 100 kilometers off of the main Titan blob. Are you going to shoot that one first? Or are you going to shoot the test ones at 250 first? You know the answer, right? They're going to shoot. You're going to shoot. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but the thing is though, is that those Titans are gonna die relatively quickly. Like either way.
Depends.
I mean, they are because
with the
that's
amount
how.
of tie-dye we'll be looking at, it very quickly is a
Yeah, but we saw
questionable
that
wording.
same amount of tie-dye in like that fight where all the Titans died already. Like those Titans just dropped, dude. Like
with
they
no
were
facts, no friendlies, surrounded by 300 fucking hostile Titans. Yeah, of course they died really quick. There was nothing else on grid happening except, well, there was the supers versus dreads and dreads versus supers on the other little area. But for the most part, all that was happening was everyone shooting them at zero. You know, like, I don't think that's a comparable.
Yeah, it's not really a very defining Titan battle.
Like, that was literally just killing captured, like, or caught Titans. Like, they went in for a play, the play didn't work, and everything that, you know, got caught died. Like,
That
they
could have
weren't
been the
shooting back.
coolest thing to happen in Eve. And
I was
it
in
got
a-
screwed
I was in
by
a-
CCP.
I was in a dread on grid, like having a really hard time keeping up with everything, and like I was in a dread, so like relatively.
I mean,
quick walk
it
on.
would have been cool, but I actually kind of wish it would have happened because, like, for the most part, all it would have happened is a bunch of the supers would have taken damage. Maybe a couple of the ones that couldn't get the hardness on die. Then all those Titans come in, your Titans die, and then hopefully we get a further escalation chain up, which would have been really fun or interesting to have.
Excuse me, that would have been like 250 super caps dead.
There was 60 on the fucking Sino that you guys were bosoning.
No, it was 200. It was very clearly 200. They had D-scans.
There's like 300 of them.
We were coming in on different
like
Sinos.
3 million of them there, didn't?
I saw it. I was there at a subcap.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well,
Alright,
there
I'm
was
gonna-
60
I'm
on the
gonna end
one.
the skin raffle. Hold on 1 second. Let me end the skin raffle. This is the last one we're gonna do tonight. So the winner is the designated daddy.
I won. Holy fuck. Okay.
Hey.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm just gonna
Cheating.
DM this skin to you, bro. Give me just a second.
It's rigged.
Designated daddy.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Rigged.
Let's
An entire bushel and get the skin. What a champ.
continue our conversation
What are the
now.
odds?
Hog champ. Just because you got kicked from Horde, man. The only reason.
Dude, it's Pranav RNG. Dude.
If you wouldn't have gotten kicked from Horde, you wouldn't be winning the skin right now because you totally wouldn't be here.
You know
Wild
what?
how that
Getting
works.
kicked was worth. Getting kicked was
That's
worth
true,
it.
dude.
Clearly.
All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the conversation. Now, we were talking about Titan dying, Supers dying. It was not 300. It was only a few. But it would have been
Well,
super
there
cool.
was
to
about
see.
180 to 200, I think. No, actually, if I remember the scans of the night, there was actually only like 130 each side. Maybe we had like 150. But
Hearing lots of different numbers.
Pretty sure it was like 500.
yeah. So it was like 150-ish. Half of them were shield, which were jumping on a Sino that was nowhere near the boson. NC and Horde had different Sinos, and I think it was NC Sino that was getting bosoned, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
NCPLs?
It was the bunny troop.
Which is like 60 supers. And if everything goes perfectly there and all the damage TDs hit, most of those supers survive. Maybe a couple die, but I would expect the vast majority of them to survive. At which point, like, the fight ends exactly as it did the last time, since the majority of your dreads never load, and then they all die if you try to jump in Titans too. So, like, to me, I truly wish that the damage would have applied in the kind of context it could have, but you know,
Why?
we're obviously never going to know. Because it
Why
would have
would
led
you-
to a better escalation, us getting more kills in the end.
What do you mean? Would they have dropped Titans?
It would
you
have been a
think?
good fight.
You think they would have dropped like their Titan fleet on top of it? To
They
kill
would have
the
at
rest of
minimum dropped like 300 dreads, I think, or I don't even think they had 300, but like 250 or whatever they had there.
Just think of the video that would have come out of that, dude. That might have got enough, like, a bunch of people to play the game again.
I would have
Seeing
loved
something that
that.
awesome, dude.
Like, the problem is, though, we were already at the point when that was happening where dreads were dying before they were loading, right? So, and that was before any of our Titans jumped in, which is why we were so panicked to make sure our Titans jumped in, like, as it was happening.
Yeah.
So, like, it would have been weird either way, but I'm pretty sure we had predicted the server conditions correctly enough that it would have been a bloodbath in our favor, so.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Do you think it would have turned the tide of the war? Probably not. It would have just been pretty inconvenient for...
Well, if they committed Titans that died before they loaded, yeah.
Yeah, well, that part. But I mean, like, if all those supers had actually just melted just in that initial ball, do you think that would have been something that would have been made PanFam be like, maybe we don't continue to pursue this, or at least we make Test jump in first?
Well, we were jumping in first anyways. But it made it would have slowed us down for a week or two, but most of the supers would have been replaced within the month, and at that point, we would have had a unifying loss, I think, which it's not always a bad thing to have either. So I don't think it would have slowed us down much, but it definitely would have slowed us down a little bit, and I think in the end it would definitely have made them more interesting in certain ways for sure.
Do you think it would have brought the coalition as a whole together more, like unified them in a new common goal to avenge the loss?
Yeah, when you have those kind of fights, like sometimes getting your ass fucking handed to you is a good lesson to have, a unifying lesson, right? Like people bond over pain and suffering, right? So that would definitely provide a little bit. I mean, it would obviously have the opportunity to just like crack, form, and break the whole coalition. But I don't think at that point we were anywhere, even remotely close to that point. So my guess is it would have just unified us more.
Wouldn't it give them a little bit more morale?
Oh, of course.
Rich?
Rich, yep.
You're still alive?
Oh, it's time to end the show.
Oh dear.
Oh God, it's 11:30. Holy shit.
Oh,
we were
jeez.
having such a good conversation, and I've been ratting in a myrmidon this whole time that I forgot what time it was.
Where are my AUTZ boys at? We partying all night.
And luckily, we stopped at the 3 skin.
Oh, foreskin.
We're gonna give away the foreskin on Thursday's episode of Lasers and Lace, which
How
will
appropriate.
broadcast right here at 0200 Eve, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Why the hell are you ratting in a Myrmidon?
This is the shit that I have, and I'm bored.
Congratulations,
Is your
Lasers and
tackle
Lace.
fit? Or is it
No.
crab fit?
Crab fit. 100% crab fit. I'm
Yeah.
losing all my drones, though.
Raise ADMs, dude.
That's
Good ADM grind for us. Work, wagey, work.
Sure is. So I guess
Carry
we
my
can start.
alliance.
We can start going through final thoughts. I'm gonna go kind of out of order this time because I need a final thought from Villy. He hasn't given one for like 2 weeks. And I need a final thought from you, Villy. Give us a final thought for the night.
Jesus, DC.
You know, sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't. And in this situation, it seems like things didn't work out and Billy just left.